live mode as well. Since we're all here. Will you guys give me an audio check?
Check.
Looking good. All right. Sorry, GM. I am a little behind. If we had to do something, in the midterm, I did not. I know we had some credits to use. So.
Oh, like experience.
Yeah. So I'll just hold that off. I'll hold my.
Yeah,
experience.
I mean, it's not gonna. It's so incremental in this game. It's not like leveling up in D&D where it's like you probably want to do that, but here
I banked some, Josh, so you're probably fine.
Okay.
I am a level 3 computers now, so
nice.
Trying to hack planets.
So those mixes are going to even be better.
And you can maybe actually slice the casino this time.
Ooh.
He did it once.
I think he must have had a cut with the manager or something. He baited me in with the old bait. Yeah, it's like, oh, look how easy that was, and then boom, there go my credits.
You got hustled. Is what happened.
It was a hustle.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you did have a cut with the manager, I respect that.
People in this group when things don't go their way.
Always the droid's fault.
Those damn droids.
Gotta blame somebody. Can't blame yourself.
And we probably have a crawl, right? And I didn't grab it.
It's fine, Josh. We can just I already put the text in.
Yeah.
Josh, I loved your color scheme, man. It looks so good.
Thanks. Yeah. These LED lights I got one on regular light and one blue, and it just gives that.
Gonna need to get one.
They were cheap too, man. I think they were like $60 for like 4 of them. They're Wi-Fi. You don't have to have a hub or anything. So I'll send you a link.
Cool.
Yeah. And if you have a Google Home or Amazon, you can just tell it to like turn off lights and stuff. It's living in the future.
All right, are we ready? I think we're live.
We are live.
Oh,
Hi,
we're
friends.
just chatting away.
This is all we're doing tonight.
Well, welcome back. This is session 5, Into the Fortress of Dank Farrik, our Star Wars role-playing game. So, for those of you who watched the opening crawl or read it, that gave a pretty good update of where you are, but I'll just give a quick overview. So you've ventured into the rocky forests to the west of Worlport on your way to recover an asset for your recent patron, Porro Tane, from the secluded base of one of his rivals, a smuggler baron named Hela. On your way, you followed a plume of thick black smoke and found a recently massacred camp. After a few moments of investigating, you quickly discovered the perpetrator of this massacre, a massive reptilian beast known as a Mantelian Savrip. With the help of powerful weapons and some deft hacking by 6ix9ine that activated a restraining device, you eventually defeated the creature, though not before Qesskk took quite a beating. We pick up with the party at the camp. Qesskk is currently underneath the beast and trying to escape it, as he was very unlucky and it fell right on top of him.
All right. Oh, we got to roll our destiny.
Oh yes, and you'll be happy to know that you did not trigger obligation for once.
Oh, sweet.
So full strain thresholds. And yeah, go ahead and let me.
Cool with you?
I think you got to clear up, Ryan. It's still showing less.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Clear pool. Okay.
All right, so now we roll?
Yep. You guys and your dark points. My goodness.
It, every week.
Oh, man.
Come on, someone even
dark group.
We got one more. We got Huff.
Give me 2 blacks.
Come on, Huff.
2 blacks, Huff. Come on.
All right, we got one.
There you go. Okay.
Two, three. That's not too bad.
One day we'll
that's
we'll leave it up.
No one. I mean, it's like we rarely see the double one. Luckily, we
think-
don't see it with the dark side either.
Double dark side.
All right, so yeah, go ahead and make sure your strain thresholds are at the maximum, what they should be for this session. And what do you guys want to do?
I think
Monster's dead and on top of Qesskk.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we-
run over to my reptilian friend who I'm starting to come around on
Yeah, I'll assist him.
and start to push this thing off.
Okay, why don't let's see, why don't you guys go ahead and you're gonna make an athletics check.
Pool ready?
And let's just let me set it up real quick. Let's see. It's pretty heavy. Okay, go ahead. Oof.
I'm helping out.
It's still nothing. All right,
I guess you gotta try too. Oh, you did try. You did try.
I guess we're just gonna leave him behind then.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Okay. All right. So
Qesskk, if we cut your head off and take it with us, will your body grow back?
all right. I think you got at least one success, and you got so many advantages. I'll say that Qesskk is able to. Well, he's not able to lift. He's in rough shape. He's able to kind of
We pull
lighten
him
the
out.
load
Someone
enough to
lifts,
where you
we
guys
pull.
are able to. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So Zo's managed to lift. With everybody's help, lift up just one of the shoulders of this beast, and Qesskk is able to kind of just shimmy his way out from underneath.
And he's looking
Josh,
pretty
we
rough.
can't hear you. You're not. Josh, your audio.
Yeah,
There we go. Yeah, thanks for the help, guys. Yeah, you see me as I crawl out from underneath this beast. I am bleeding. I have wounds everywhere. I look a little rough. But then I look at you guys and I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thanks.
Josh, what's your numbers?
Oh, my actual numbers are like.
he's in bad shape.
Yeah, I'm in bad shape. I got 6 wounds left.
And you were poisoned or something, right? Like, didn't it really damage your arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that if the poison it bit him and it made him lose his free maneuver for 5 rounds. So as you see him now out of combat, he's kind of just really sluggish.
I'm missing like 2 fingers or 1 finger on one of my arms, on one of my hands. Yeah, but it's not my trigger finger, so we're good. We're good to go.
Got a stim pack. I've only got one, but you can use it if you need it, and then maybe we can check. Were these boxes or something over here? Can we check?
They
There
are,
we
yeah.
go.
You got
Computer
you guys
stuff?
Can, search around now that
Maybe we
you've
can
got
find
some.
some medical supplies for you. Qesskk, stay.
Have I healed you today?
You have not 6'9". I don't think I've had the pleasure today.
Well, sucks for you.
Oh,
I'll be good. I'll be good. This is nothing I haven't seen before.
and Zo just kind of gives a chuckle. Good luck. As the throb of his former wound, his leg throbs from his former wound.
I kind of make a tourniquet out of a piece of whatever. Kind of stop some of the blood. Oh,
You want it or not?
yeah, 6'9", whatever you can do, or just play some music, man. Whatever works, cause it's all good.
Is there a difficulty? You need to set a difficulty for that.
Yeah, I just set the dice pool for if you're gonna do medicine on him.
Brian, just a reminder, you're supposed to tell us what the dice pool is.
Oh right, yeah. So it's 2 purple, as you can see, because current wounds are equal more than half of the wound threshold. Yeah. So
How much does that heal?
Yeah,
So
that-
2 successes and an advantage.
It's let's see.
I don't
On a
have-
successful check, the target recovers a number of wounds equal to the number of successes. So you got 2 wounds from that,
Nice.
2 wounds healed, and then strain equal to the if you had it. But we're resetting the strain because some extended downtime here.
Oh, 6-9. Yeah, you stopped the bleeding and everything, man. Yeah, thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
I would mention it.
So how many wounds you got left?
I got 7.
You have 7 wounds. My goodness. Not a good start for our tank. I'm gonna pull out my stim pack because I have one, and we'll just slip it to him.
Oh, thanks, man. And that gives me 5, I think, right?
Yeah, it's an automatic 5 for a stim pack. Yeah.
Whew.
There you go, 12.
All right. Right
you
into the
have any-
wound.
It should be.
Did you have any strain, Josh?
I didn't know. We started at 0. We're all cleared up now. Ooh. Now I'm feeling like $1 million. Thanks. How are you guys doing? This thing's dead, right?
We're all fine.
Yeah. Nothing fell on us or bit us, so we're all good.
I basically saved the day.
Did. I hold up my
So-
water bottle to 6-9. I'm like, good on you. Thanks for saving the day, man.
Water bottle. You drinking wine there, Joshy?
Yeah. Some nice
Me
good-
too. Cheers, buddy.
A nice dry.
Got wine in the
Red.
jar. Yeah. little Shiraz from a box wine.
This is a 2016 that Rachel got for her birthday. So it was.
Okay, I don't know what that means. It's just other than the year.
It's just
You've
yeah.
seen
That's
a
all
lot
I
of
know too. That's all I know. It's 4 years old. Wait,
Almost
almost
5 now.
depending. Yeah.
Crazy. All right, so what Zo's gonna walk over to well, you guys are on the crate. I'll just kind of look at the beast to see this collar.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep. So it's
so you said it was kind of like a controlling some sort of electric collar, like leash sort of thing.
yeah. It's like a restraining device,
Okay.
and you gather. Well, go ahead and make an education check. This is just going to be to test your deductive reasoning.
Is there any way for me to
It's 2 purple.
get in there and find out anything about it from the console?
That's really just more of a like a device specifically to control that thing.
So that was a
Thing that around the neck.
fail with some advantage.
Yeah, so you're not 100% sure what these people were all about, but you do think, they came prepared with this. Maybe they came prepared with some other things.
Yeah, can we search these bodies
I got these
that
crates.
isn't just bloody piles?
What do we know about them thus far? Anything?
You don't know much. You know that they came here on some sort of speeder bike, kind of similar to what you guys rode in on, but that it's currently, a pile of wreckage. You know that they look like they have some crates set up here, and that they apparently had set up some device to restrain this creature.
And it was the oily smoke that brought us here, right? That got our attention to even
Yeah.
on our way to the.
From a distance you saw big plumes of black smoke, and then as you got a little closer, you got a distress beacon.
Is there any sort of knowledge check I can do to know? Like, is it from here, or was this creature brought with them?
Make a xenology check.
Yeah, because this guy should be playing chess, shouldn't he? What is he doing out here in the woods?
Man,
Oh no, threat.
No idea.
Is it I just ask like out loud, is it possible this being is protecting where we are headed?
Damn, it's like the bear from the Dark Tower.
Yeah, because they wear clothes, right? So
Philo?
they're not dumb. In the sense they're like a little civilized, right?
Yeah, you can
Maybe
go ahead.
somebody
You can
put
make a
those pants on
xenology
it.
check too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Anybody who wants to try to figure out anything
Yeah,
about
I'm
this
gonna-
creature can make.
I'm going to make a
check.
xenology check.
Yeah, I'll join them.
Whoa. I actually know
Yes,
something
look
about
at
these
you.
guys.
It's because it's lizard-like and you're lizard-like.
There you go. Yeah.
Straight cancellation.
Well, if there
Alright, so
might be
Qesskk.
more, we should keep that comm that 69 was using, just in case. Maybe we should grab that
Guys, do
collar
you
as
have
well.
your glue in your dice pool?
Oh, yeah. Where's that from?
Oh, yeah, you got to clear that out of your own probably.
Yep.
It's fine. I didn't do anything on this one, but yeah, it's probably from combat at some point.
Yeah,
Someone else.
clear it out.
So Qesskk, as indicated in the opening, but y'all didn't necessarily know this. This is a Mantelian savrip, and you understand it to be native to this planet. You also know that while it does wear some sort of rags for clothing and probably therefore does have some level of sentience, it doesn't communicate with any sort of verbal language that the more advanced humanoid races use, and so it has historically been treated more as a beast and kind of hunted as such.
So it knows the shame of its nakedness, just not how.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, these things are from around here, and they're nasty. If we see them, we're going to have to either go around them or attack them, because they won't mess around.
Is the little console thing that I controlled it from mobile? Like, is it small enough to be toted around?
Yeah, it's kind of set up like a little. It's kind of like a little mini laptop almost.
I'm gonna take it with me just in case we encounter another who's similarly affected.
What else?
Yeah,
is
and I'll
in
say
the
it's
crate
easy
then?
enough. Oh yeah, sure. And in terms of the restraining device, I'll say it's pretty quick for you to figure out that you can remotely unlatch it from the creature and take the thing with you as well. So you do that if you want to take the actual collar. I'm assuming that's the goal. Let's see. Yeah. So in the crates.
How big is the collar? Sorry, I'm just curious. Is that like, what is it? I mean, this thing's pretty big. So what's its neck size? I'm just wondering.
Yeah. So it's
Because I've only ever seen it on a chessboard. So
right. It's
It's
about
probably
10
big.
feet tall at the shoulder.
okay.
So you can imagine the circumference of it. I don't know.
So
You
like
could probably-
Bigfoot,
it's what,
like
like 3
Bigfoot,
feet maybe.
like Bigfoot. Oh, okay, bigger.
This
than
is
that.
not a collar we could use on something other than a Savra. Then it's not like it would work with a person or.
It's not a
Giant.
one size fits all control collar.
Yeah, Lom, do you you're holding it 6'9"?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a what would this be? I'll just say a mechanics check, just to check out the device. And let me. Okay. Good.
Bah, bah, bah.
Okay.
Dang.
You kind of
Yeah.
you fiddle with it for a second, and you figure out that it actually expands and retracts to some degree, and could probably be retrofitted to a variety of sizes. Although it seems to have been expanded to its maximum range for this creature, so you could probably shrink it down and make it person-sized if you want to.
Cool.
It's
Looks
just
like you
really
got a new toy,
restraint,
6'9".
right? It's for restraint. It doesn't like control.
Yeah, it's not like mind control. It's basically like a shock collar
If it's big enough to shock
kind
that
of
thing,
try to
it'd
subdue
really
it.
shock the hell out of a person.
I want to put this on your friend Qesskk and pretend like it's you when I'm shocking it.
Yeah, we could totally use that.
Yeah.
Good idea, Jack.
I don't have a lot of friends. Who are you talking about?
The one with the bounty, you know, the mate from
When you
the.
punched in the face or hit with our drinks or
Oh,
whatever.
my best
Headbutt.
friend. Yeah, fucking put 3 of them on him. Fuck that guy.
That's no way to
It's a
talk
lot
about
of-
your best friend.
It's a lot of cursing for Star Wars.
Well, this is. I mean, Dank Farrik, that guy.
Yeah, there you
Welcome to
go.
the Outer Rim, bitch.
Yeah,
Rough out
what are you
here.
saying
Dank
over there
Farrik and
in the trees, Zo? What are you talking about? You hiding over there?
son of a mud scuffer.
I'm always hiding.
Now I gotta
Hey.
pull up my curse words for Star Wars.
All jokes aside, I am in the trees, like looking around to make sure,
Get your mask and stuff on.
making
Goddamn
sure there's,
turkey.
yeah,
I
making
thought
sure
you were gonna
there's.
say all jokes.
Not
Aside.
that, not that.
I thought you were gonna say all jokes aside. You guys would
Oops.
stop cussing. This is Star Wars.
This is a family show.
I'm out.
And I just
Hey,
pulled.
Was there anything else in those crates?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yep, you can search the crates easily enough, and you find in the crates a bola, 2 stim packs,
Dang.
2 stun grenades,
Ooh.
6 ration packs, and a tent.
What was the first thing you said?
A bola, so like it's like
Ebola?
a thing you throw and
Like the
restrain. Yep.
virus?
Oh no! We're all gonna die.
You find Ebola.
How
Ebola.
how many stun grenades were there?
2.
2.
Who
There
won?
was a stim pack,
Rations,
6 rations.
two
Yeah.
stim packs.
Who found that? Who's taking that? Putting it in there?
I mean, I think we can just divide it
Whoever
up.
was
and we're
looking.
all right here.
Yeah, everyone except Zoe, because Zoe's still like camped out in the trees, unless
Yeah,
you're moving forward.
I'm just scouting to make sure that we're safe.
Scouting.
I've already got
Yeah.
1 stim pack, so you guys can have those.
I don't need any of that shit.
I'll take one of the stim packs.
I'll take the grenades.
Yeah,
I'll
that
take
makes sense.
I'll take my stim pack back then.
And there's a tent too, right?
There
One's
you got
the
a tent. Right.
So, I know I'm not there right now, so I'm gonna walk over as I see you guys like taking through this stuff. You said there's 2 bodies.
There are 2 bodies. Yep.
Are they dressed the same? Like, are they civilian in a sense? Like, I'm just wondering.
So they look. Yeah.
One's got
they,
jeans on.
They look.
Like, what's their conditions? Because
Well,
I'm just wondering,
the
like,
woman.
was this a station for like a little campsite for like the control or whatever the animal?
Sabrip.
Yeah, for the Savrip and his controller. Or his ranger. I don't know what the hell the word is, but
Yeah,
Beastmaster, yeah.
Tamer,
Yeah.
Beastmaster. Yeah, so they're dressed in kind of rough spun type clothes. So they appear to be the kind of people that probably live outside of town
Okay.
and like work outside of town. But they're not wearing anything remarkable. It's really just more. These are people that probably are used to living and existing more in the wilderness.
6'9", could you maybe look at this device to see if there's any indication on who controlled the device, like whose device it was? Can he like slice into it?
The collar itself.
No, like the laptop or whatever, so like the handheld. You already asked that. Okay.
Yeah. It was basically just it's
Okay,
not
that's
really a computer per se. It doesn't have data in it. It's
on-off
just like a
on-off
remote.
switch. I got you. Yeah.
hmm
I'll take a stim pack back. So, I don't even ask. I just take it, put it back.
Yeah, I'd palm the 2 stun grenades and take a swig of blue milk, and so I guess we're gonna keep on heading north find that slicing operation.
Yes. I think the plan
Helidasis.
I think the plan was to try and keep from a distance because we know it's some sort of mountain range.
Scouting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to kind of scout a little bit up ahead, but we saw the smoke, so.
And we do have we have a ways to go there.
Yeah, you got probably a few dozen kilometers before you get there.
Yeah, and you haven't seen anything up there, Zo? Up in the trees?
Yeah, can I make a perception roll?
Yeah. Are you like climbing the tree?
I'll just say from before. I was looking out. and
Oh,
then I
like
came
before
over.
you, like when
Yeah,
you kind of came to the.
I mean, I came back to the camp, so I don't know if that counts. So your call, Brian.
Right. Yeah. Well, I was just asking, were you ever up in the tree or just?
I wasn't up in the
On the
tree. I
ground.
was just like on the ground.
Yeah. So it's fairly dense forest. This is a small clearing here, but otherwise you're kind of surrounded by trees. So
Okay.
you don't have high ground necessarily here.
Okay. So should I make a roll with that in mind, or are you just saying it's dense? There's nothing to see.
Yeah, there's nothing for you to perceive other than you're in the middle of the forest right now. So there's no indication, I guess. That I won't make you roll because there's just not anything you can see because you're several kilometers off still.
I turn to Qesskk and I'm like, it's too much dense forest here. I think we should get back moving. We don't want to stay in one place too long.
Brian, were we given any kind of a map, or do we have like any kind of a lay like that would indicate some high ground that we could get before we get there to try and get a view of this place?
Yeah, so I don't have a map to show you of this, but Porro would have given you kind of a general topography of the location because he knows where the base is. He just doesn't have any idea of the specific layout of it. So he would have pointed you
In my
to.
hand. I just go.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So
Spot.
there's
Go
got to be like
Right.
a ridge or something that we can get up on,
Yeah.
that we can get a vantage point to use our binoculars and check this place out a little bit.
Yeah, you're about a kilometer away from the place. You were pointed to an outcropping where you'd be able to get up there and have a decent view of it.
All right.
And yeah, just to clarify, like I said, just to give you a description of the people that were hanging out at the dead people that are at this camp. There's what looks to be a male body that's been pretty much pulverized, and then there's a female body that's been mangled, but more deep, like flesh wounds. So she's a little bit more intact, and then there's a wreckage of a speeder.
Is there anything left on the female body, or either of the bodies really?
Characteristic
Yeah.
markings or anything that
Tattoos,
would
anything?
suggest allegiance.
Hmm.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I suck at perception.
And remember, you
I'll
guys
do that,
can
yeah.
help if any of you want to help search anything. You can always add boost die to people.
I'll help. I'll give him a boost.
Oh, I didn't add the boost.
Does it have to be a career skill though, to do perception?
No, he's just checking out the body.
No, I
sorry.
meant to assist. You have to have a career.
Oh, I mean, for this, I wouldn't count that as needing to have because you're really just looking at the body.
Should I roll one boost die? Oh, Chad did it. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't even add that boost die. Where
It
did
was
that-
already in there.
Oh,
That's fine.
Yeah.
You gotta clear it.
But I didn't add the purple. I took the purple out because I was gonna re-roll. But it's you succeeded. I mean, I'll roll one boost die for.
Sweet. Double.
Yeah.
So.
All right, double success.
All right.
Yeah.
And
So
no
you
threat, right?
search. There's. What was that?
And no threat because of the advantage, right?
Right. Yeah, that canceled out. Yep. Exactly. So you search. There's nothing distinguishing about her. Like no markings or anything. She's really just plain, simple clothing. But you search around and you do find on her body a synthetic standard strength neuroparalytic, 1 vial.
Sweet.
It's like a potion.
Basically, yeah. So it has the effect of stunning the subject. They have to make a resilience check, a hard resilience check, or be stunned for a period of time.
Looks like she didn't
Yeah.
get to use that. I doubt that would have done much against that thing.
Not to belabor this too much more, Brian, but is this like backwater people trying to capture a beast like this? Is this like something as a bounty hunter that I would have heard of? Like there's some value in capturing and semi-domesticating beasts like this?
Yeah, that's the sense you're getting, is that these are probably people who are out here kind of poaching.
Yeah, just like wildcat poachers trying to make a little, poor people trying to make a little money.
Oh, I
Right,
get
and
it.
they kind of bit off a little more than they could chew.
Yeah, they may have,
fights.
Exactly. Savrit versus Rancor. Although the Rancor, I think, is probably much bigger than the Savrit.
SavrikFights.com. So
It's like real Dejeric, like real life Dejeric.
okay.
There you
Get
go.
your Savrit, get
So-
those other
so-
beasts that are in there on the
So
board.
Coleman, your point being that this thing is a wild animal. They captured it, but they weren't able to tame it, and
They failed in their mission. Yeah, they're
okay.
not. They're probably likely not associated with this Hela Das lady. They're just some poor people who were unlucky.
Let's keep it moving.
Fucking
Yeah.
CSI over here. I was going with like, you know, they pulled over and they got their shit blown up.
I take my sunglasses off.
Yeah.
Looks
yeah.
like a
Okay.
bad day for fabric trapping.
You and your
Yeah.
Shit just got hard going.
was that the Who? Was that the Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
David
That's
Cruz,
good.
though.
Yeah. I was gonna make him
That's
roll,
it,
and I was like,
Caruso.
no, he basically pretty much exactly spelled out what happened. I'm not gonna make him roll to confirm that.
I like it. So, all right. So
Onward.
I hop back on my speeder bike. I think I was alone last time.
I think you're on my speeder bike, or no? it was,
I'm on with you.
Yeah, you're on
I'm
with
your
me. Yeah, because we kind of split up the gunners and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Lizard Man.
All right, so you guys hop back on the bike, and I'm gonna need you to make another piloting check. And so, just to give you a sense of the difficulty, your difficulty of your navigation is you're gonna have a purple die equal to the higher of this half the silhouette or the speed, and the silhouette of this vehicle is 2. So you're basically having 1 die, and then whatever your speed is, you can go up to 3 on this bike.
Right.
And so, for instance, if you were going 2 speed, it would be, and then there's red die. You upgrade equal to the lower of the 2. So if you're going 2 speed on this bike that's 2 silhouette, it would be 1 purple, 1 red. If you're going 3 speed, it would be 2 purple, 1 red. And if you're going 1 speed, it's just 1 red. So pick your speed accordingly. And there will be, let's see, 2 setback die, because you are now entering full-blown indoor territory at this point. It's pretty
So
thick
2 more purple?
tree growth.
On top of
Josh,
that.
It's 2 black.
what's your
it'll be 2
piloting
black.
planetary dice look like?
I got 4 green.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the same.
Yeah, and I'm thinking we're only about a
Right.
click out. We're only about a kilometer, so we might want to ditch
Well, you're
these.
a few dozen kilometers.
Oh, I thought you
you're
said-
a few dozen kilometers for, yeah.
Oh,
So the
okay.
outcropping where you can get a vantage point is about a kilometer. Yeah,
All right, my mistake. I think once we get
yeah, no worries.
within a kilometer or 2, we get off these bikes, go by foot.
Yeah, I say we go try to look for some high ground. and then assess the situation as we get closer.
It's only a kilometer. We don't need to go very fast if it makes it easier.
Yeah.
So should we go 1 or 2?
I think we should just go 1. We're not in a huge rush. Take it slow,
Okay.
take it safe and steady. Keep our eyes
So
open.
that'll be 1 red plus the 2 black for just the environmental difficulty.
So we have to add the black in, or are you going to do it?
I got it already. You guys, let me take out the advantage. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, we got what? 2 or 3 bikes?
3.
I forgot who's
3.
driving each one. I think 6'9", you were driving ours, or am I driving?
You, Chad, and John.
Yeah, we're all driving nice.
Oof.
Oh no.
All right. So, ooh, Chad.
Okay.
Arrive in style.
Can I kick Qesskk off and be like, "Let me drive"?
After we get knocked
That's
off from
the
running
end
into a
result of
tree.
this. Is like Zo
You
and
put the
Zo and
collar
Huff
on,
are
Kes.
navigating quite smoothly, and they keep having to stop because they look back because Qesskk is just like granny driving basically and like bumping it. Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm gonna.
I mean, Austin powers
sorry.
this to get out of the way. Hold on, let me just back and forth, back and forth.
You can swap if you want to because you're gonna have to try again. But I'll say with those rolls, Huff and
Yeah, 6'9". My arm's still hurting from that damn thing. So, will you drive?
Be success in a threat.
Got it. Yeah. So you get there, you probably scrape it up a little, clip a couple of tree branches, but
Oh, you dicked up the
relatively
alignment.
unscathed.
It's pulling to the ground more.
Okay, so you guys slowly make your way, and you're trying to be careful not to hit too many trees, and you're able to eventually. You see the trees start to thin out, and there's a relatively steep, but not something that you have to climb. It's just gonna be a little bit of a hike to get up to the top of this rocky outcropping. And you gather based on the information you received from Porro that this is probably the vantage point he had pointed out to you.
All right. Yeah, Zoe's gonna grab his rifle and his pack, and we'll look back at TK, who sounded like he was gonna say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll start up there to take a look with my macro binoculars.
Yeah, I have some too.
Yeah. I'll just take a
Scan.
base perception with my thermal eyes.
I was also gonna ask Brian, what time of day is it at this point?
So at this point, it's late. Well, when did we say you guys got started? Because you met with Porro in kind of late morning, and then I think you did a couple things. So it was
I
like
did some like crafting stuff.
right. So it's probably approaching sunset at this point. You've traveled a few hours.
Good.
Yeah, that's just fine. I was hoping we wouldn't have to wait a long time for night.
All right. I start going up the hill.
Yeah,
TK.
I'm behind him.
Yeah,
Or I'm
right
beside
with
him.
you.
I'm up there.
If it's not that far, I'll just stay with the vehicle at the ready and let them.
Yeah, it's probably about 70 meters up.
Yeah, if they're in eyesight range,
It's
I'll
not
let
too
them go.
far.
I'll stay with the vehicles at the ready.
And we've got our comms too, so we can.
Yeah.
If there's a need for it without shouting.
All right, so you crest the outcropping, and you can see, without having to do a perception check, you can see where this fortification is. It's in a small clearing, about 1 kilometer away, and you can see there's it's starting to the sun is starting to set, so there are some lights that you can see from here. And you can also see an enormous parabolic dish sitting next to what appears to be the primary structure.
And what does the structure look like exactly? Like what you see here, that kind of thing? What do we can
Yeah.
you describe like the exterior?
Yes. So it's very Spartan, I guess. It's very simple. Looks a lot like a military encampment. It's really just there's one primary structure. And it's kind of just a relatively small box. It doesn't look like anything enormous from here. And if for any more detail on it, you'll need to make a perception check to be able to kind of pinpoint what you're looking at.
Do the binoculars do anything to our dice roll, or is it just a flavor thing? I don't see anything specifically in the book.
Yeah,
like I
I
was
don't
just
think
looking
it
at the
mentions it. I think it'll just reduce the difficulty of the check. You know, if you're looking with the naked eye from a kilometer away, you're not going to see much, but using binoculars, it'll be easier. So if you want to do that, then
yeah, I'll take
anyone who has binoculars, I'll say go first.
Well, I have the electro binoculars, which
Yeah, his are better than mine.
which show thermal imaging.
Okay.
Heat signature.
So I'm definitely going to look at through that.
Oh.
So
My eyes do the same thing. Ha.
do I need to make a roll for that?
Yes. Yep. So the dice pool is set for you.
Can I just boost Jason then? Because I don't see any reason for necessarily for me to roll. I mean, he's going to get more information anyway with his binoculars. I can be a second set of eyes, but instead of making 2 rolls.
You got a triumph anyway.
Yeah, well, that's me. I did a perception just with my naked. That's my naked eyes.
Yeah, but
sorry.
But does he?
Yeah, yours would be harder though.
Right.
Yeah,
he
he
like
doesn't
one of
have
those purples.
bar.
My bad.
Yeah,
But the yellow would
so I'll
still
have
work.
Yeah, I don't think a purple's going to cancel out a triumph. So yeah.
Well,
JD, you want to roll too?
No, I mean it doesn't matter. Will it help? If it'll help, I'll roll. But you just got a triumph, so you tell me.
Yeah, I don't think it'll make a difference.
I thought it was going to fail. 'Cause I was just doing my basic thermal vision from a kilometer away. Is all I was doing.
Well, the only thing that could happen is you could fail if you got two threats. It could cancel out the success portion of the triumph. So I'm going to roll one more purple.
He also would have no he couldn't tell us how many guys were stationed on the roof.
Right, you're not going to discern details.
Right.
From
I can just tell you if it's warm or if it looks like it's active in a way.
So I would say we'd still need Jason.
Yeah, Jay, still roll for detail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling perception here with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And in terms of assisting Coleman, I'm not sure. Maybe just wait and see what Jay does, because I'm not sure that there's much to assist here, because he knows where he's looking. It's really just more what is he going to perceive.
Right.
Well, I got shit.
All right. I guess I'll roll 1 then as well.
Yeah, go ahead and yeah.
So my binoculars are not quite as good, but
right. Really, that would have just given him more information if based on heat signatures.
I bang on my stupid. I just bought these things. Fuck.
You put it up to your eyes, and it's like
some of that TV static.
Bright blinding light.
I'll take a look at them for you, though. Don't worry. See if they need a little tinkering.
Definitely.
All right, so TK, yeah, you look through the binoculars and you can make out a little bit more detail from here. You can see that the encampment is surrounded by a perimeter energy fence. As I indicated, there's the one primary structure. It's pretty simple in design. You've got this parabolic dish, and then there's a gatehouse on the outside of the fence to the right of the path that leads to the gate.
Does the building seem like it's freestanding, or is it built against a hillside? There could be more once you get inside.
It is built up against a cliffside.
Okay. All right. So we should be prepared that there could be more than meets the eye as far as the size of the facility.
Right.
Yeah, because this is
And then,
Hela's
so
remote
Qesskk,
outpost.
I will say,
I don't know if it's his main outpost though.
Qesskk, with your success and triumph, I'll say you see the same basic structures that that TK just described, but you also, with your heat vision, you see that parabolic antenna or the parabolic dish appears to have a fairly strong heat signature, which leads you to believe there's probably a lot of power that goes to that thing.
Yeah,
But you don't necessarily know what it is.
6'9", that thing's wired up. A lot of electricity, a lot of power. You think you can find the power source once we get in there?
Put me in front of a computer, mate. I can do anything.
Well,
What do you think
let's...
they'd be using that 469?
Porro said it was a communications related, correct?
Slice.
No, I don't think he told you that.
Yeah, just
You say it was
slicing
a-
operations.
The other one was communication. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, slicing.
yeah, the stuff you guys were trying to get was communication.
Important
Slicing
enough that he
stuff.
couldn't just buy another one. Let's put it that way. Or he's
Yeah.
sending a message by trying to get the one that was stolen from him.
If you guys want to make an education check, you can to try to understand what that dish is all about. I mean,
I'm not here to understand. I'm here to shoot
Sure,
something.
I'll take a think at it here.
education check.
All right.
I'll take a think at it.
Yeah. Wow. Two rolls of nothing.
Oh shit!
Good thing those here. That's
So
my
it's got
second
an
one
idea.
tonight.
Yeah.
Pure cancel out.
I got.
Okay.
Success.
Yeah,
I'm
so
going to chime in on the
6'9"
comms. What's it looking like, guys?
There's
We
a
don't know. He hasn't told us yet.
So 6'9" and Zo, you realize that this is likely a surface-to-air ion cannon,
ooh.
and
It's
you
likely
quickly
a
realize that this
surface-to-air
is.
ion cannon, Huff.
You quickly realize that this is probably why Porro told you not to fly in, because the size of that ion cannon leads you to believe it could probably take down something in the light cruiser class.
Oh wow!
So it probably would have made short work of a freighter.
Well, I'll assume we heard about the fence too. Like, well, good thing we arrived on foot.
Yeah.
I'm going to scan the landscape to see if there's any and I fix the electro binoculars and I scan the landscape to see if there's any sort of sentries on the way.
Yeah, and Zoe,
Okay.
while you're looking, see if you can see any terminals, any computer terminals there.
So, perception. Do I get a boost with that or no? Was that? Oh no, I can't remember.
With
my,
a boost for-
I'm using my binoculars.
So you're trying to see if there's any
Yeah,
people
I'm
patrolling?
exactly.
Okay. Yeah, since it's thermal based, I'll say you get a boost die for that. I've added it in for you. So just roll your.
So what is what is it? Is it how many purple?
It's 2 purple. It's just gonna be an average. Yeah, 2 purple.
And nothing. I don't see anything. Threat
Striking out.
again.
Yeah, and with the threat, you're actually like, it's probably
Okay.
fine. I don't see anything.
Yeah, nothing.
What you don't know is that the glimmer from the reflection of your binocs showed our position. No.
It's clear.
All right. So, and actually, I'll go ahead and I'm going to move you guys to this page.
Nope.
And let me know if are you on a blank page now?
I see
Blank
some
page.
Star background.
stars. Yep, just stars.
Yeah. All right. So I'll give you, now that you've kind of gotten a description, I'll give you kind of a picture of basically what it looks like.
Alright, sweet.
Now, there's not the giant tower with people standing on it in front, but otherwise, pretty close.
Oh, there it is. All right.
Fence.
Okay. Oh, wow. Like a legit energy fence kind of deal. A lot of all that trash and shrapnel is accurate.
No, it's more just rocky around there.
Okay, less junkyard, more rocks.
Yeah, so it's kind of built onto a little bit of a bluff. Not that you have to like climb a cliff face to get up there, but next to the fence, it kind of drops off, and so there's not going to be a lot of room to the sides of this thing.
See if
Can-
one
Yeah,
of
there
you
doesn't seem like there's a lot of. I mean, just-
somewhere I can deactivate that fence.
Yeah, let's get 6-9 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the most obvious thing to you would be the fact that there's a gatehouse there, and obviously you're going to assume that that's going to control entry and exit into it. The other thing that you might assume is that you could try to forcibly deactivate one of these fence pylons.
And also,
But it'll take some time to do that because it's not the kind of thing that is just like a button you press on the outside, because that would be silly. It's something you're going to have to break into it and
This
force
fence
it
is
off.
Poorly designed.
and a little grosser.
Oh
Sometimes
look, there's an off button.
these kind of bases have waste management systems to deal with the people who are working here. Maybe
Trash
there's a
compactor.
sewer and trash compactor we can get stuck in.
Nothing you can see from this vantage point. Nothing that you guys would have seen.
Like sewer, tunnel, anything. Heat escaping from like a vent or anything like that from like underneath like a waste management.
No, not
Okay.
from where you are. You didn't pick up on that from where you're positioned.
Can we see Huff? Like if we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just gonna.
kind of like it's like forest, and then there's probably like
All right. I'm gonna.
20 feet of grass, and then it slopes up to this outcropping.
I'm gonna walk to the back of the crest and just on the comm link call Huff up. We should all see this.
Okay. Come right up. And then now I see the situation. Does it look like there's a direction, like any like pathways or roads leading to and from it, like, or is it just basically like a road leading up to like the gatehouse?
There is a single path, kind of a rough paved path that leads out of the forest and up to the gate. Which the gate, just for your orientation, you left to the west. You went west out of Worlport into the forest, and it's basically you're approaching this thing from its eastern side, and the gate is on the eastern side, and it's built into a mountain that's kind of toward the west, and then the perimeter fence is around the northeast and southern sides.
And I'm
Well,
assuming
should we
there's
wait?
like a decent clearance of the forest around this thing. There's like a field area that they've cleared so that you can't just walk up to the fence through the woods.
Right. Yeah. So it's about 20 meters.
Okay.
Should we wait for
Yeah,
nightfall?
15 to 20, depending on like where the road comes out. It's 20, but more towards the edge, the outside, away from the road, it's closer to 15.
Knowing a setup like this, Huff, I think they're going to see us no matter what we do. If it's dark, they'll see our thermals. If it's light, they'll just see us. They probably even have some kind of sensing equipment out here. This looks like they don't want anybody near this.
Yeah, but at least we know there's one main entrance, so we at least have eyes on that.
Yeah, one obvious entrance. We don't have any jamming equipment with us. I know I haven't had any for a while.
Yeah, I don't think so. I agree with Huff though. I think the optimal thing is to approach under cover of darkness, even if they've got thermal. We need every advantage we can here.
Yeah, Qesskk, aren't you cold-blooded?
Oh yeah, you're not gonna see me. I'm worried about y'all.
Well, maybe we'll send you in first then.
Sounds good. I can
And
give.
let me
I'll
go
go up and
back.
give him a telegram. Let me tell you what. I'll walk right up to him.
Just stick your tongue out, smell the air. Tell us what's going on.
No,
Get
just
your tongue
gotta
to the sand or
exactly
whatever.
put your. See,
You gotta keep your tongue to the
Smell
sand.
the air a little bit, you know.
you guys are starting to understand my culture. I love y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's put our tongue
I'll
to the sand
backtrack
and think a little bit.
I'll backtrack a little bit to TK's perception check. I don't think I accounted for the advantage. I will say, with the advantage, in addition to seeing those components, you did see that there appears to be on the gatehouse a door on the northern side of it. So the road leading in, the gatehouse is kind of, as you're approaching, the gatehouse is to the right, and so there's windows facing the road and then facing the forest, and then on the northern side, which would be to the far right if you're facing the base, there's what appears to be a door.
Okay.
So probably
Alright.
be best to flank around to the north.
Yeah, I mean,
We got to get through that fence.
6'9", you know anything about fences like this?
Not fences per se, but if you can get me plugged into the system, I'm your Huckleberry.
I think we're just gonna have to get a little closer. I don't think I see a terminal from here. I bet you there's one inside that guard post, though.
Question for the narrator. GM. We're looking for equipment, a crate. Like what is it that we're actually getting here?
Yeah,
You
so
said
it's
slicing equipment of some
Right.
sort.
Yeah, 6'9's
Yeah, so
got a
let me-
hologram. He'll show you.
Yep. So 6'9" pulls up the hologram and shows you, hey guys, remember this was the thing that Porro showed us. And just pull it up. It is that.
Okay.
And
Alright.
it's big. Like he told you, it's sizable. It's probably
TARDIS?
about
Is it like,
like what was that?
is it like TARDIS size?
Yeah, it's probably a little smaller than that, but yeah, roughly telephone booth sized.
So it's
So
like-
we're going to get back to Porro too.
So it's a
and
porta
nip
potty.
on those.
Yeah, it looks like one of those self-cleaning toilets.
So this is not a. It does.
It's keeping in theme with Star Wars repurposing everyday
Those
items.
things look
for-
like they're straight out of like Demolition Man too, like
Yeah,
like
man, right on the nose twice.
plastic.
That's good. So this is not snatch and grab,
The
right?
first
We
one.
are.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
This is take over the base and
I was
grab.
going to say, to get this thing out,
Eliminate
we're just going to have a fortress, a stronghold of our own, because
Yeah.
there's no way we're walking out the door with
Let's
it.
murder hobo.
I'm all guns in. Let's go.
We got to start somewhere, right?
Right, so we're infiltrating and direct assault in a sense.
I think we should flank
Once
to
we
the
get
north.
well, Porro did tell you
Sorry.
direct assault might
Okay.
be
I used the wrong term. Direct assault would be us running up to the gate and blasting.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
I understand we need to infiltrate, but once we get in, like, how the shit are we gonna get this thing out? You know.
We got to
Yeah.
figure it out, man.
So
I mean, we could
yeah,
probably
I mean,
drag
Porro-
it with the
Even-
speeders.
so Brian-
told you
Brian,
that,
but even our swoops or whatever we're riding, it wouldn't take it out. Like, how would we? We don't have any
So-
like tow.
Porro would have told you that, much like Imperial supply crates. This thing does have some sort of repulsor lift capability for
okay.
in the event it needs to be moved. It's not like you're not dragging a 1,000-pound piece of metal. It'll move more easily than that, but it's still
so
cumbersome.
we can hitch it. We can hitch it to our bikes and get it out of there.
Yeah,
kind of drag
Not
it
gonna
out.
be something we're gonna sneak out with under our jacket. Exactly.
I don't think we can leave anybody to be in pursuit.
All
Did
right.
you blokes happen to get a count of bodies? After digging around?
I couldn't see. I just saw that ion blaster is hot, and so is that guard booth.
I failed the shit out of my
few.
rolls, so I can't even see.
A few is
From
the
our-
count, 6-9.
From our current vantage point, but
There are a few thermals, so there are some people.
We didn't
like,
see any
I
patrols.
don't think you'll.
No patrols
Yeah.
or nothing. No. Okay.
yeah,
We didn't count any in actual people.
I said we were good, but I rolled a fail.
Yeah.
So
But I mean,
Right.
so we didn't see any patrols. Essentially, we don't have a count.
No, yeah, on that initial check when you're just scoping out the place, you did not
All right.
immediately see anybody.
I'm going to assume there's at least one in the guard booth.
Well, here's something to consider. If we knock out the fence, they're going to know something's up.
Agreed.
So we're going to need some sort of stage, some sort of diversion or some reason why that might be the case.
Well, I think
If we don't have that Davrip.
if we can if we can sneak up to that guard booth from the north, from where they can't see us from the windows, and one or two of us, maybe Zoe, you got that badass rifle. Maybe you stay up here, keep an eye out on that guard booth, keep an eye out on everything. Myself and maybe TK, maybe we go up, we try to flank up. The two of us try to just take over that guard booth. There can't be more than one or two of them. I got these stun grenades. I think we can probably take them out. I got a pair of handcuffs. I think we can just take over that. If we can do it quiet enough, then 6-9 can come in, and if there's a terminal, maybe then we can get a better idea. They probably got cameras all over this thing. Then we can get a better idea of what's happening and make a plan from there. That's what I'm thinking.
Do you mean those fuzzy handcuffs I found in your little man purse?
Oh, wait, what? No, these. And I pull out regular handcuffs. As I pull them out, the fuzzy ones fall out of my backpack. Oh, shit.
Man. Because so
That's my plan. That's
Yeah.
so
what I
I think
suggest.
I think it's a pretty good plan. I've got long range, not extreme range, on my rifle. So I don't think being a kilometer out, I think that's a little far. But I think we could, if I could find a vantage point that's closer, I think that's probably ideal.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I scout from long range.
you get comfortable. Let's get you comfortable. While do you feel okay with that, TK? That we are you good with moving up
I'm
with
feeling
me?
stealthy.
What if we disable the ion cannon too and just have Huff meet us? Like when we signal to him, he brings the whip.
they got guns on them too, right?
Well,
Wasn't there like
Yeah, but are we concerned? Are we concerned about the ion cannon on the swoops? Is that a
I
concern,
think
Brian?
The
Or are
ion
these
cannon's
pointed at
for
the sky?
air. That's surface to air, I think.
Yeah.
That is
So we might
not
be
meant to a
okay.
speeder bike.
all right?
Yeah.
Hear me out on this, fellas. Qesskk, you're already covered in blood. There was a smoke earlier. What if we pretend you were injured and this is the only place we found nearby for help? And as soon as we get to the guard station there in front, we ask for help, but we give them a little surprise.
let me ask you this: if a big bloody lizard man walked up to you for help, would you let him into your secure compound?
Yeah, you're right, 6-9. Bad idea.
Yeah, I think we fall back on that plan if we get seen on our way up there being stealthy. That's what I think.
Might work.
We don't have
I think we
anything
go stealth
that
first.
created diversion, do we?
I think if we need to, I think we create a diversion once we need to just take over that guard booth. If that's looks like the only way in. I don't know if a diversion, unless maybe, how about this? Zo, maybe you get into a comfortable position, right? You start a little smolder fire with some twigs and stuff. You move over, you get far away from that, so that's starting to smoke. That'll maybe draw some eyes, right? They won't be looking at you, but they'll be looking at where the smoke's coming from. Maybe we put that over to the south as we come around and flank from the north. I just give a little knock, just a little knock on the door. They didn't see me coming up, and then they're like, "What the hell?" And I'll just say like, "Housekeeping," and then stun grenade inside. They don't know what's happening. They don't have time to even call, but they will know about the smoke, and they probably already reported it to any other security inside the base. I just think we just need to make a move for this north flank. That's the only one that seems not being looked at least by like regular eyes. I don't know about electronic.
We need a way out. So I don't know.
Well, that's just the start. There's no way out because that's not even past the electric fence or anything. We're just trying to get into there to get to the terminal.
I understand, but then how are we getting this thing out? Like, how are we getting this thing out? Like, you get there, you get through. Say you get through, you shoot some. Once you get in, you start a gun battle.
Then you're right. Huff probably needs to be with the vehicle, ready for the comm to just swoop in once we get those shields down. So I'd say,
I think when the gate opens, though, you're gonna have to start moving up.
Yeah.
Assuming that we understand. I mean, we'll be in communication once we understand what the security network looks like. You know, if we're dealing with cameras.
Okay.
There's got to be more information.
Hey, either way, I'm sitting tight. I'm sitting pretty out, watching your back. But I'll start a diversion and see where that takes us. But so Huff is staying out with me, or not maybe with me.
I think you two are a team though in a way. You guys are our distance runners.
Yeah.
TK
that way,
6'9" is going to come in a little bit behind TK and me once we give him the all clear. He's going to move in, get on a terminal if there is one in there, or any kind of electronics, and see what we can bring down. And then we'll give you guys a signal on the comms. But I'm a little worried about the comms because, like, you know, they got, and I look over, GM, do I see any communication arrays above that looks like it could be like a local communication array? In the sense that if I use my comm, they're going to hear us. I figure our comms aren't like necessarily the most, is it like a walkie-talkie in the sense that anybody on the frequency could hear it if they wanted to, kind of thing? Would we know that?
Yeah. So it's
kind of like a police scanner. If they have a police scanner, they can find us if they needed to, like type deal. So I think we keep comms to a minimum. You know, but you know, we give the word, and then Huff and Zo, you guys move in a little bit closer. Zo's ready to swoop in once we get those gates down, but I don't even know if that's the play because we don't know where it is yet. So we'll still have to find it. I think 6'9" might be able to locate it on the cameras if they got enough security there looking at all the rooms, you know. 6'9" might be able to know where it is, give us a lay of the land, give us a map. That's what we need. We need a map. We need a terminal to look at a map.
I mean, that's also assuming that the guardhouse has access to the camera terminals and isn't just a...
Bro, this is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Everything is accessible from
fair enough.
the terminal.
Because that guard booth has control over that fence for sure. So it's got some eyes. I would bet on it.
We need to get to that terminal.
All right.
And I just want to throw a stun grenade inside this booth anyways. Come on now.
No, but then you're going to set off a chain reaction inside.
All right. I'll try to keep it closer to the chest. All right.
I'm also
Crush a skull instead with your hands. I mean,
yeah.
As you say that, I start walking towards the north flank and start on this. As soon as you say that, I'm like, yes, all right. Let's crush some skulls.
I also think, my personal opinion is we should just rely on our stealth. I think if we start a fire, it's going to raise.
Yeah.
We don't need them to be alert at all.
I mean, I guess I mean, the only other thing here is if we're drawing them out for cold-blooded murder, there.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get a squad out, and I could fight, and Huff and I could maybe, take them to draw them out. But then,
I really think we want them just like totally
yeah.
unawares, like
Yeah,
unsuspecting of anything happening, anything
Yeah,
weird.
use
Alright.
our advantage of they don't know us and it's going to be dark.
So when do I take a shot? Like, what am I there for then? Why am I not with you?
I would say that you're taking a shot in case other people are coming up. Like, let's say shit goes sour, right? The security booth doesn't work, and there's more people coming out of the building or something.
All right, what's the code word?
You're covering our retreat, I think.
Yes,
part of it.
exactly.
You're
That's
make the sound of a porg.
A porg. Okay, a porg sound. Can you make one, Lom? Can you make that? Yeah. Okay.
I can synthesize one.
Okay.
That's fine.
So porg.
It's one of the sampled
I
sounds.
was about to say it's
you
a new
haven't heard
song
it in
now.
track 3.
So porg sounds equals like take a shot. Like we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Guns a blazing.
And if you see the gate, as soon as y'all see the gate go down, and so we don't have to use comms, that's when you start moving up cautiously, still in stealth. But if we get these, if we can make our way in, I mean,
Zoe and I are going to be sitting on the swoops waiting to see that fence go down. Then we move up.
Yeah, can we move the swoops without like powering them on? I'm just wondering if we can kind of get them into position.
rolling like a motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean it's still light. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
if
Again, they're repulsor lift powered. I think there's a difference between them being, having the engines fully running to like blast off and go 80 miles an hour, however fast these things
Those
go,
are
and just having them
noisy.
on.
Otherwise, when the engines are running, they make that like.
Yeah, you can have them idle and they're gonna hover.
I was about to say the repulsor typically, at least in Star Wars, is always really quiet. But as soon as, like you said, when the engine's on to move it forward, that's when they're like an actual motorcycle type deal.
Yeah.
But typically they hover, even like pod
It's
racers.
like a hum.
Yeah, it's like a low hum. It's pretty quiet. Probably doesn't go too far, but it still makes noise. But it's pretty quiet.
okay.
All right.
All right.
That's my understanding of Star Wars, anyways.
Can we maybe just take a 510
Yeah.
before we jump in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
What do you guys
make
think?
sure
Five minutes, 10 minminutes. What do you guys need?
Back at
5's fine for me.
Yeah, 5's fine for me. Let's make sure all of our guns are
10:25.
loaded. We're ready to.
10:25.
Everything's clean.
10:25.
10:25.
Yeah, 10:25.
All right.
Sounds good.
That's
Okay,
when
we'll
the
be
action
already-
happens. Action's at 10:25.
Eric, who we got in here?
Oh man, we lost a few, but I think we still got Eric.
I'm watching, so yeah, I'm one of those. But yeah,
We had
We'll be
7
right
at
back,
one
Eric.
point.
We
We had
did.
7 for a while. Yeah.
And then they were like, "Man, these guys are taking too long to make a decision."
Josh, are you taking us out?
Yeah, I'll take us out to the be right back here. faded back in.
What's our how do we know when to come in too? So we know when to maybe protect you all.
See, if you see that gate go down,
involved.
that's when you come in.
With the swoop too?
Shit. I don't
I think
know.
if we have access to turning off the cameras and stuff like that, we'll do that first, then take the gate down.
Ooh, there we go.
So
Cameras first, then
you
gate.
see the
Great.
gate go down.
Yeah,
You
our
see the gate go
signals,
down.
gate down, Zoe and I, with 2 swoops, we come up there.
Or you hear that porg sound, and you know, get
Yeah,
your
it's
rifle ready.
What was the pork sound like again?
Yeah, make that sound again, 6-9.
Nice.
You know the reason why they have porgs at all?
Because they couldn't film around all those stupid things on that.
Yeah, the puffins.
The puffins, yeah.
Puffins are not stupid.
Are they not stupid? They're not like turkeys?
They're
Puffins are awesome.
No, they're awesome. Intelligence-wise, aren't they dumb?
I think Jack was offended, is what he was saying. He wasn't saying they're not stupid birds.
When me and Chad went to Iceland, I was
Let's
super
bring it up.
stoked to see puffins, and they had already migrated to Scotland, and I was real disappointed.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That fucking
Like,
breaks
if
my
we're
heart.
gonna get puffin tattoos. We're like, oh yeah, and our friend Murphy, we're gonna get like little bro
Yeah, we were
tats.
gonna get puffin tattoos, but we didn't see any fucking puffins.
Fuck. That's a letdown, man.
There's
That's
a
also
whole
very
island-
sweet.
island, like literally like that. It's just full of like millions of them that live there.
I mean, I can't even believe you're defending the puffins at this point. I mean, they let you
Love
down,
it.
Jack.
I mean, it was my fault.
I mean, they heard
Yeah, I
you
was
were
gonna say
coming and
that was
fucking left
just a
the
failure
continent.
of
You know?
timing. Like
Well,
you have to time your Iceland trip
migratory
to,
patterns.
yeah, you got to time it to their migration. Rookie mistake.
Oh, Dank! You got
All
there
right,
and you're like,
so-
Dank Farrik.
All right, so what's the plan, guys? What are you doing?
All right, well, I think I'm
All right,
going
so
north around to hopefully they don't see us approaching to the door side of that security gate. TK and I, with 6-9 a little bit further back, a little safer. As we move up, we're going to try to make a move on that security gate with Zo and Huff looking from afar, waiting for a signal. I think that's pretty much. And then the idea is 6-9. If there's a terminal, he's gonna crack it, and then we're gonna take out cameras and gate.
Josh, does your heat vision work through like walls of any thickness?
I don't think so. It just says that I have thermal vision in the description. It doesn't give like detailed.
So it's not like
It's probably just like a judgment call thing. Like if it's a concrete structure, probably not. But if it's like, just a wooden partition or something.
Right, like if
I didn't know if we'd have an idea of what we're going up against inside this building. As we
yeah,
approach.
my vision would
That's
probably
fine.
be more useful in like the woods kind of thing, seeing a thermal versus buildings or anything.
Well, that'll be helpful.
I just figured we'd try every advantage we have here, but all right, let's start.
I just got to put my tongue to the sand, you know. It's all right.
I also have infravision, but it's just for like removing setback day, due to
When it's dark.
Yeah, and I think my vision gives me no
like dark
benefit
vision.
at all. It's just descriptive. All right.
So
Okay.
So
do
TK here with me, 6-9 in tow.
Lead the way, idiot.
All right.
and Huff and I will find we're gonna bring the bikes, but we're gonna kind of put them in neutral and push them. So we'd like to maybe find a spot that I have a clear vantage point of a shot.
Yeah. What's
So
your distance with that?
elevated. I have long range.
Okay.
So it'd be in long range. I don't know if we would be seen.
Long range is probably a couple hundred meters, I think, with personal scale. So you can see quite far.
Yeah.
Or you can use it quite far.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
well,
moving.
can we wait before? Are we okay, Brian? Do we need to do anything to put us?
No, so
in the
yeah, I was
spot?
just going to confirm you guys are. So you're making your way toward the gate side.
I'd
not
imagine
like
we
going
we
right
would.
up on it, but approaching.
Yeah.
Well, approaching the door side of the security booth, which you said was north side, so that we're ideally not seen by any of those windows that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let me give you a sense of what you're looking at as you approach. So you make your way off the outcropping that you were kind of scoping out the place and go back down into the forest and make your way toward in the direction of this fortification. And so
Assuming after all
here
this talking
is-
and planning, it's dark, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We're waiting for
it's
dark.
dusk at this point.
Good point.
Yeah, sun's just about completely down. All right, so here's what you see. So, forest, obviously, you got the path leading up to the gate here. You can see the energy fence there, and there's the gatehouse. The north side that I referenced is here because you're approaching from the east, and so the windows are on this side, and
Are you
this side.
clicking to
Brian,
show
you're
us? I'm not seeing
you're
it.
on the
Oh, you
you're on
can't.
the GM.
I'm on the GM layer. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so north side of the gatehouse is over here.
Yes.
Because you're approaching from the east. And then you got the windows here and here.
Cool.
And as we move closer and closer, I just want to keep an eye out for any security cameras or anything. Do we
Okay,
have?
Go ahead and, anybody who's looking out for that kind of thing can make a
Yeah, I'm gonna
perception
keep an
check.
eye out specifically for any people,
And
like
let me...
individuals on patrol or anything like that.
Okay,
Inside
so
the
you're
fence.
keeping an eye out for people.
Yes.
Anybody
Yeah.
who's looking for security features.
I'm gonna be looking for the people, not the security features.
Okay, so wait for
Through
that.
scope. Yeah.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready for cameras. I'll do a perception if that's what you want.
You can do camera. Yep, you can do perception check. Okay. So Qesskk, you do see there's a security camera right about here.
Wait, right about
and
where?
With the advantage, right about
Oh, okay.
here.
Does it seem
And
like on our
with-
flank we're gonna not be seen by it?
So with the advantage, not only do you notice it there, but you also see that it is kind of one of those like automatically moving ones that kind of sweeps back and forth.
Oscillating.
And the arc is kind of due east to due west. So, it's not going to see over here necessarily.
down the
It's gonna
road
see-
to the
It
gate.
just depends on the field of view.
So our
right?
plan
It'll see
seems
down the road.
solid still. That doesn't seem like it would mess up our flank that we're
Right,
doing.
as long as you approach from the right angle and time it, then you should be able to come around that side and not be seen by that. Now, people looking for patrols, I'm assuming you're kind of near the tree line here, so you're not that far away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going to make you roll. You don't see anybody outside the gatehouse. So really you're looking for...
Yeah, I'm like looking through the fence to see if I see anything.
through the
like...
fence, right. So anybody who's doing that can go ahead and make that check now. Oh, I should have. Yeah, it's fine.
What check?
It's perception.
Damn, TK.
I'm just.
There probably shouldn't be a boost die there, but it's fine.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna take.
Won't
I'm
make
gonna
you guys
put.
reroll.
I'm gonna take a boost because of.
Okay.
I've got my binoculars, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not using binoculars because I'm sort of starting to slink my
Boom.
way in there.
I got three successes and 3 threats.
2 successes and 2 threats for me.
How does that play out?
You get
Yeah. So
binoculars.
you can see there is movement.
You can see
You
them and they
see
can see
actually-
you. No.
two figures. You can see 2 figures moving about there, and actually, as you look closer, with the number of successes you had, you can see that they don't look like they're people; they're droids.
So I seeing that, coming up, I just kind of squeeze on my comm link twice to indicate that we'll just pretend that we talk about this. There are two figures approaching.
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
that we
and
have
just
the
for
silent communication that we kind of already discussed when we were on our 3-day trip on a ship or something like that.
yeah.
So we already have like a silent communication. Boop boop.
Or we could just decided up on the hill.
Oh, okay, yeah, that too. That's sure.
Either way, Josh. Either way.
And with
I reiterated it on the hill. I'm like, listen, okay, just to remind everybody.
Flashback.
You can see also that they are patrolling. They're sticking closer to the building, so they're not like right up against the fence. There's a good 15 meters between the fence and the entrance to the building. So they're kind of more along the perimeter of that building and going around the sides and between the building and that ion cannon, which is to the north of the main building itself.
And I'm sorry, Brian, are they within the fence's walls or on the outside perimeter?
They are. Yep.
Okay, on the
Within
inside.
the fence.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here are the 2 comm beeps. I'm still moving as close as I can to that guard booth now that I heard those 2 beeps. I'm keeping an eye out.
Yeah, I'm obviously moving with them.
And as close as I can without being seen, moving up to this north door.
Okay. So anybody going up there is going to make a stealth check. And
You know when you've got it.
Yeah.
Let me know
So
when
I'll
you're
say
ready.
you get a boost die because you have the cover of night. And okay, go ahead.
You gotta tell us, Brian.
Whoa. Oh yeah, it's 1 purple, 1 blue.
Good thing Lom is lagging behind us a little bit.
My goodness.
Yes, damn.
What the fuck?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so Qesskk, you're
It's a
like
very
a
advantageous
silent
failure.
shadow.
No thermal
Qesskk
trace.
is like a silent shadow. Yeah,
Quiet as
you're,
hell.
You're moving like a commando, like a
Tongue against
Navy
the ground.
SEAL, making your way. Yeah, you're prone crawling. Yeah. TK, you also have no trouble getting up there. Lom, with that number of advantage.
Wait, 6ix9ine's
I'll
music
say-
has to accidentally played.
No, because he only got a threat. That just means he failed.
Oh,
He
okay.
but
didn't
he-
have any
True.
catastrophic
But he
issue.
failed. Didn't he fail?
He fails. So he fails, but with 5 advantage, I'll say you start to make your way out, and you realize like you for whatever reason you just can't avoid making noise, and so you're just gonna
I
have
left
to
my
hang out in the tree
flashlight
line for now.
And I would think with advantage like that if anybody did hear him being not stealthy, they would think that it wasn't anything to worry about. You know, like it's a
Yeah.
natural.
So much advantage.
Yeah. Like they
It's
heard
like, what am I
it.
supposed to
They just
do?
thought it was like a regular thing. Like whatever.
Yeah, well, let me see. Let me consult my
Yeah.
thing. Reduce. Yeah, yeah. That makes some sense. And with the level of success that Qesskk had, I'll say that you managed to get there without them actually seeing you, but they did pick up on something because Lom did not successfully stealth. So they
It's
heard a
almost like
noise. They saw some movement.
yeah, it's almost like we made the noise, but then like a deer ran out of the forest.
Yeah.
Nice. When I get to the door, is this like a flat door handle? Does it look locked? What are we looking at? Does it have
so
a
it's
terminal
your
pad?
typical Star Wars door. It's got a right. Yeah, it's got a an access pad.
Okay.
Lom, this is your show.
Yeah, looking at the pad, I just look at the pad and then look at 6ix9ine. Like, hey, come on, bud.
Say when.
Okay, let me. So this is going to be a mechanics check, and it's going to be 2 purple, and I will tell you when it's ready. All right, you're good.
And Brian, I have my gun at the ready, and yeah.
As do I.
Yeah, I mean, so do I. I'm
Yeah.
just tracing
Yeah.
you guys.
Nice.
You've all got your guns out. That's good to know, because that way you don't have to spend a maneuver to pull it out.
3 success and a threat.
Yeah, so you get the door open pretty quickly, but it makes more noise than you would like, and yeah, so you get the door open. Why is that? Hold on, there we go. Okay. As you open the door and you peek inside, you see it's a very small room. There's some crates set up. You've got a couple of people. These are not droids; they're people sitting at the at a kind of control station. There's several monitors set up. And as you make the noise, they start to kind of like look at each other and like, did you hear something?
And yeah, as soon as they look over, I'm like, hands up. Don't make a fucking move.
They kind of turn around and take a look at you, and they put their hands up.
All right. Back away from the terminal, y'all. Come on now.
Who are you? What do you want?
Just trying to deliver a pizza. Just trying to deliver a pizza. Get off the terminal. Come on now.
Is everybody going in now, or is it just?
I don't want to hurt you, but you know I would love to hurt you. So don't give me an excuse. Come on now. Get away from that terminal. Hands up.
It's true. He's had a very bad day.
So all 3 of you are stepping inside now?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you got weapons at the ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Training my blaster right on this guy's face. Actually, if I can move up to him, I'd put it against his head, but...
I'll say you don't have time to do that quite yet. I want you to make a coercion check first. But
now recording.
Helping you... No, just this will be Qesskk, because he's the one talking, and you guys are helping him and to intimidate.
Are you ready for that coercion? I'm actually not that good at this.
Nice.
No, that worked.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah. So you see,
startled him.
They put their hands up. They start to step away, and with the advantage, you also see that one of them was about to reach for something under the table, under the control panel he was sitting at.
Did he stop doing it?
But then he backed away. Yeah.
All right. And I only have here. Let me see my inventory real quick. I have oh shit! I have 2 sets of binders. So, all right, come on now, right over here. And no reason for you to get hurt. We're not here for you. Here. And I more or less police handcuff them, hands behind the back, kind of thing. Hands behind the back. Come on now. You know the drill.
Okay. They comply.
No one needs to get hurt.
One of them's like, why do I wear the fuzzy ones?
I like you better. You're a little prettier.
Hey, why's there fur on these?
I'm asking the questions around here. All right, sit down, Indian style, in this corner right here.
Cross-legged. We don't say Indian style anymore, but
sorry. Okay. Last name Redman. I get a little
crisscross apples.
I get a little leeway. Redman's worse than Indian, let me tell you.
Moving on.
So are they
He's allowed to say that. It's his last name, right?
are they cross-legged? They complied.
Yeah, they comply. They sit down and they don't look happy about it.
All right. I just look over 6ix9ine. I'm like, do your thing, and then I turn to them like, so where are you all from? I'm trying to be nice. All of a sudden, I turn a different cheek.
What do you want, lizard man?
Just to deliver a
Hey,
pizza.
only I call.
Yeah, watch it there.
Flick one of them in the head.
Ooh, with a metal finger, that's gotta hurt.
Tink. Oh God.
Come on now.
Mind your manners.
Yeah, we're not here for anybody. We'll be out of your hair before you know it. We'll be going back to your husband before you know it. It's all right.
What could you
Brian,
possibly hope to accomplish here? You won't make it 5 feet in that place.
And why is that?
Can't you see this is a well-fortified establishment?
I sure can. I see that we're standing inside.
Not for long. Like what kind of fortifications are you talking about here?
He realizes he's blustering too much, and he shuts up.
Doesn't matter. I'll find them and neutralize them. So I'm gonna do my thing on the computers. First, I think I'm gonna try and see if I can find out where the thing is.
Okay, yeah. So this is going to be you. I won't make you roll for this, being well versed as you are in slicing. You know that these guys probably have some sort of personal access device, like code cylinders, and so you're able to pretty quickly get that off of one of them to actually access the system. And so you're able to turn the system on, but there's a security system kind of putting up a firewall in your way. So that's going to be your first thing before you can do anything into it. You're going to have to make a hard computers check that's 3 purple to access the system itself. And I will say, and I won't make you guys roll for this either because it's right in front of you. There are 3 monitors here, and they look to be corresponding to security cameras that are on the exterior of this base. And so there's the one that is the one that you guys spotted previously that's on the gatehouse. There's another that appears to have a view from the building itself out into the yard in front of the building. And then there's one that appears to be facing the ion cannon that's on the north side.
I throw my chance cubes in front of these guys just to fuck with them. I was like, "Oh, y'all got lucky."
I don't know. One of them.
Can we
got a
see
one,
anything
so-
happening on the monitors?
Yeah, so as you're looking, you can see on the monitor that's facing out from the building. You can see one of the security droids kind of passing in front of the camera, and which you assume based on the camera's positioning and having scoped out this place already that it's next to the main entrance door of the building, and so there's one walking across that, and just based on your spatial awareness, it's walking from south to north. And then on the monitor facing the ion cannon, there's one that's walking away from the ion cannon, kind of towards the gatehouse, like in the direction of the gatehouse. Not like you're not looking at him thinking that he's heading for you, but he's walking to the east.
On patrol.
So I have to bypass the firewall to be able to do anything regardless. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let me, if that's what you want to do, like I said, it's 3 purple.
Yep, let's do it.
On 6-9.
Okay, go ahead.
Computer, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn.
And so you got
That's the
a
limit.
result. Hold on. My thing is, let me exit the game and rejoin, because it gave me some message saying it was.
Well, I got 2 successes and 7 advantages, so
Dang.
How's that even possible?
All those advantages.
So
You
five.
like understand all the systems of the of the thing.
Did it have
5 advantages, not 7.
Did it have the 3 purple on there?
No.
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 No. Well, there's the problem. Yeah, I'm getting back in.
Man, that was looks like a fucking killer result.
Let's see. Did it update? Yeah, it updated. Okay. All right. So I got to roll 3 purple for you, and we'll see if you if you actually get in. Although you're not going to have any threats, you're just going to have a failure, because there's no way in hell it's going to cancel out 5 advantages. All right, let me roll your purple. All right, it seems to be working for me again.
Oof.
Come on.
That's
And net
awful.
failure, but 3 advantage. And so, well, that's just the purple. It's not his roll, so I'm just balancing it out. On
Yeah,
his.
but that's
yeah.
a
still.
fail.
And net failure
Yeah.
and 3 advantage. And so it pushes back against you. But I'll say with the 3 advantage, you'll get a boost die if you wanted to try again, because you kind of got a sense of the architecture of this
I
thing.
do. Try again.
Yeah, so let me give you the boost die and go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
That looks more like a 6-9 roll.
Dang.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, 3 ranks.
So with all of that, you get in. You disable the security system. You gain access, and you also get a sense of everything that you can do from here. And so, let me just give you a list of what you can do from this location. You can shut off or loop the camera feeds. You can access activity logs for entrances and exits. You can obtain a layout of the base. You can attempt to access internal systems, but you get the sense that it will be extremely difficult from this location. It's been partitioned. This location has been partitioned from the more sensitive systems inside the base, and
That's
so
smart.
it would be a 3 purple, 2 red check to try to break in from out here into the internal systems.
Looping it sounds good.
Yeah, so there's significant barriers to accessing those internal systems. You gather there's probably a safer access inside, and that if you fail from out here, it could be catastrophic, and you could alert everybody to the fact that you're here. And finally, with the Triumph, you gather that this system makes routine checks for intruders, and so every round essentially that you attempt a command in this system, there's going to be an automatic attempt by the system to trace you. And so the longer you're in and poking around here, the greater the chance that somebody's going to figure out you're there. So basically choose wisely.
Has to be kind of countered.
Right. Yeah. So there's the base difficulty of you trying to do the thing, and then there's going to be the risk that they figure out that you're doing the thing.
So there's not.
And also, what was that?
I can't disable the fences from here.
No, because this is really more of a gate control. That would be more of a core security system.
But
so
can
it's
we open the gate from here?
You can open, yeah, and that's yes. So there's actually just
okay.
Right, you can't. Right, yeah, you can't.
You can't drop the
fence
fence,
off, but you can open the gate.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you be able to open the gate
Yeah, so
and
that's-
loop or is it either or?
He can do any of them. It's just the longer he's in the system, the
Alright.
greater the chance
Gotcha.
of being discovered, because every time he does something, the system it's basically
It's
on
check. Yeah.
a 10-second loop of searching for intruders.
So I think we definitely need to loop the cameras and access the layout.
Yeah.
And I mean, and open the gate.
And-
so
and-
we got.
and
Well, and the
gate.
We might
gate
not need
and
to
the
open it
gate
yet.
is actually the gate is not part of this
okay,
computer.
Okay. So
That's-
yeah,
is
then,
that like just a big red button on the thing kind of thing?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right, loop and
Buzz
layout.
in.
Then yeah, I agree with that.
So I think I'll do the layout first. Get the map.
Okay. Let me set your difficulty.
And I just set my blaster to stun.
All right. So this will be okay.
It's a separate
This
roll.
is going to be a.
Intruder check.
What was that?
It's a separate roll for the intruder check.
Correct. Yeah. So I will have to roll after every time you do something. I will roll, and it's actually an opposed computers versus computers check. The system administrator versus you, and based on the outcome of whatever happens to you. So, like for instance, if you get a threat on your attempt to access the system, that could make it easier for the system to detect you. Conversely, if you get an advantage, you could use that to make it harder for the system to notice you.
Gotcha.
All right, so
All right, come on, 6
so
9.
looping the cameras
No, I'm doing
is
the.
going to be a. Oh, you're doing accessing the layout of the base first.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be an average check. That's 2 purple. That's a routine use of this system. So go ahead.
Ooh, nice.
Success and triumph. Damn, and advantages. All right.
I know.
Nice,
the
6
rules.
9.
Man.
So not only do you loop it, but you loop it in like the most artfully designed way to where it's like there's not even a seam in the loop. So you find the exact right loop on it, and it just looks like, you know, the wind blowing the trees and
It's not been
It's
looping
like-
samples
It's a perfect GIF, is what you're saying.
years.
yeah, exactly. You don't see where it restarts.
No transition.
Yeah.
But if a master looked hard enough at this loop, they would find a music subroutine in it with that triumph, right?
That's his trace. That's his calling card. Yeah, it's like you find his signature, and it like blasts this.
No, it just
horrible,
automatically downloads my mixtape on here.
It's like U2 on the
Oh God! I
You guys
When,
remember, like,
everybody got
yes.
U2's album.
They
U2's
forced it
album.
on us all.
yeah, U2's shitty new album.
All right, so the triumph was you getting you can spend it however you want, actually. Let me give you
Good job,
a
6
sense of what you can do with. Let me find your. Okay, this is it. All right, so you can use. A single advantage to assist in the execution of another task. Add a boost die to your next computer's check in this system. With 2 advantage,
Ooh.
you can add 2 boost die to a single future check. That's you add it. You've created a temporary bypass with 2 advantage. With 3 advantage, you can. Spread decoys, which obscures using false data to misdirect people trying to trace you. So you add 2 black die to the next attempt to trace you. Or you can create a permanent backdoor, which allows you to access the system without needing to deal with verification. So that's basically, you wouldn't, if you were to try to access this system later, you wouldn't have to bypass the security like you did on your first roll. And then
But it still does the intruder checks.
Right. So there will still be intruder checks. Exactly. So really your options, your biggest option, I guess all of your options would be you can add, 1 or 2 boost die depending on how many advantage you want to spend on that. You can add 2 black if you wanted to spend 3 advantage to the system admin's ability to.
Can I divide it across?
Yeah, so you've got 3 advantage and a triumph to spend, and a triumph can be done on any of those. So a triumph is equal to, really up to 3 advantage. So you could both increase your, add boost die to your next check and add setback die to the system's attempt to identify you.
Damn,
But
Jack,
I mean,
that
could
was
I?
a hell of a roll.
Thank you. So you said for 3 advantage to spend 3 advantage, I add 2 blacks to them. What is the triumph?
To the trace, or your triumph could do that.
Got you. So I basically got 3 and 3. What I'm asking is, if I wanted to use boosts, which are only 2, could I use 2 boosts on the next check and 1 boost on a check after that?
So yes, actually, yeah. The way that this is worded, you can add both a single boost die to your next check with 1 advantage, and you can add 2 boost die to any future check, like a single future check, but it doesn't have to be the next one. So you can do 1 boost die on your next one, then 2 on the one after that.
Okay. So I'll do 1 boost on the next one, and for my for the intruder check, and the 2 blacks for him for the.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now I've got to roll my attempt to identify you, and you've got. Okay, I see your computer. It's 1 green and 3 yellow, and actually, the system admin.
Or no, a boost of blue for me.
Yeah, so I'm rolling the intruder check now, so I've got to add 2 setback. And actually, their computer abilities are equivalent to yours, so that setback actually is going to help you. All right, here we go. Let's see if the system identifies you.
Oof.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a
What is? I don't even know what that one thing
critical
is.
failure?
That's a
critical fail.
failure.
Dang.
That means I win, right? Almost.
I gotta, hold on. This is gonna take a while to decipher.
Your base explodes and the thing pops out and lands right there. I mean,
I succeeded, so you failed.
Okay, yeah. So no, that was my roll against you. So that was my person rolling against your difficulty. So this so a success on a trace user. On a success, I can learn your physical location, a portion of the slicer's signature, or a full list of the actions. Yeah, so I'll say because this is the first one, it's going to pick up a segment of your signature, and so they realize that there's some sort of intrusion happening.
Because they picked up on the music, right?
Other stuff, right? With all of the other shit.
I think that's the first time a
Almost like
despair has
they-
been rolled in this game.
They
I
picked
think
up,
so.
It
they
is
picked
the
up an
first time.
intruder, but they got the wrong location or something.
Yeah, and so that's a good point. You can spin this how you want. So sample uses of 3 despair or 3 threat would be a muddle of encryption ruins any elements of the attacker's signature that have been gathered. The defending slicer loses all fragments. So he picks up on it, but then he loses the trace of it. But they're kind of like, well, that's fishy.
Yeah, so they're on alert, but they don't know where we were or where we are.
Right.
Don't know if it's a computer glitch or if it's real, kind of thing.
Yeah. And then
Like,
also,
what was that?
so that can be we'll say that's the despair. That's the really bad one. Like they picked up a signature or what they thought was a signature, but then it is immediately lost. And then
Oh wait, so earlier when you were saying it, you were describing the last action as if I was looping, but I said I was doing accessing the base layout.
oh right, that's right. You're right. I keep forgetting it. That's what you're doing. So you were definitely successful in that. And so given that, what you were able to pull up the schematics, and I'll go ahead and put you guys there so you can just see the layout of this place. And so what you see is
Don't worry, Huff and Zo. You're going to be in here in a second.
this. And so you see there's 3 levels.
Oh, there we go.
It's organized from level 1 is the top level, level 2 is the mid level, and then level 3 is what appears to be a hangar.
Nice.
And so again, this is just the layout. It's not showing like activity in there necessarily, but this is just the schematics of
The
it.
static map.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know where the object we're looking for is from this.
Right, but you do have a tracer and on the thing, and so you know it's down, and you know roughly where it is. So you're gathering from this that really that main building is kind of just like there's probably an elevator in there, and then the base is like built down.
So we got looped cameras.
All right,
We got a map.
you boys, you don't have looped cameras. You boys study this
Not
map
yet.
while I loop
Yeah,
the camera.
I'm looking at it.
So let me know when.
All right, so yeah, you pull that up, and then the system again like notices you, but with that level of negative feedback, they're alerted to something, and I'll say that on their next check to find you, you know, you can interfere with it, but they'll get a boost die to notice you and confirm that there's an intruder. But right now, it's just a fishy outcome.
Yeah, I'm saving my 2 boosts for that for the next intruder check. But so this will just
Yeah,
be
because again, depending on what you do there, you can thwart their efforts to try to find you again.
So this will just be a straight up thing to loop the cameras.
Okay, so this is to loop the cameras. All right. Let me set your dice pool.
Which is?
And which is 2 purple, and you're using your 2 boost on this?
No, I'm going to save them for the
No.
intruder check against me.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So you're when you're fighting against that. Got it. Okay. Yep. All right. So you're good.
Can I do that?
It's an opposed computers check. So I think so. It's not. I mean, the way I interpret that, since it's an opposed check, is that you are constantly trying to mask your signature.
Yeah, cover your tracks.
So give me.
Right.
Okay.
So because even though the system is trying to find you, you are actively opposing it. It's not just can the system statically find you being there. What was that?
So they basically become blacks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. Yep.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Oh, and how many destiny points do we have? Nice.
2. Oh yeah, that's a good point. You can remember to. Yeah, that's a bunch of successes.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Yeah, as can you, Brian. Like you should be using you can be using those too.
Right.
I should be, but
Yeah.
Shh.
Haven't needed to. You've gotten a lot of threats. Okay, yeah. So you definitely are able to loop the cameras, no problem. But with 2 threat, you're gonna be partially locked out of the system, and so you're gonna be unable to access the
entry logs.
You're gonna be unable to access the internal base systems at all.
That's fine. Wasn't planning on it. So intruder
All right.
check.
Intruder check number 2. And so I'm getting a boost die from having noticed you, but you're adding 2 setback from basically your opposition. All right. This is going to be a lot of dice, guys. Here we go.
Despair. Despair.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Despair cancels out successes. How does that work again?
It does. So it counts as a failure. And so, but there's still a net success. It counts as 1 failure and then a super bad result.
But it already canceled.
Yeah,
out,
that's
right?
already netted out, Bri.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
2
Yeah, it's
successes,
net- it's
1
netting
fail,
them
and
out.
1
success.
Or-
Oh, yeah. It did net it out. Okay, yeah. Right.
So you do succeed, but then you have a massive failure
Right.
somehow.
And a threat from us, I guess, or whatever.
Yes.
No, there's no failures. It's
And
a
so-
threat and a despair.
Have fun, man.
Right, so-
Have fun figuring that out.
How do you
Dice.
success and
So-
despair?
All right. So the failure, the single threat is going to be a false trail. Is going to confuse. Is going to confuse the system admin, and so they're going to have a hard time trying to find you should you remain in the system. The despair is going to be.
I like that you called him a system admin.
I know, that's what I'm laughing at too. Like, this is the webmaster.
Oh yeah, I'm rolling all in the GM dice pool, but I did create the system administrator NPC who rolls his who rolls his computer checks, but I haven't been using it.
Just
yeah,
remember,
so
that guy doesn't get paid enough. Let's just say.
So again, like the despair, like at this point, they have, I'll say with the success on the trace user, they've determined that you've accessed the schematics of the, there's been an unauthorized access to the schematics of the base, but they still can't pinpoint you. And so they don't know where the attack's coming from.
Awesome.
What's the despair?
The despair is the inability to track.
So no idea where we are.
The highest level of use of despair that I can apply to this is that a muddle of encryption ruins any elements of the attacker's signature that have been gathered. So you lose all fragments. I lose all fragments of your signature. So where I could have gained a fragment of the signature, I just can't pinpoint it.
So again, you know someone's here, but you don't know anything.
Yeah, they know there's an attack on the system, but they don't know that this could be from
A different
Worlport.
planet.
It could be from
Yeah.
an orbital, right? Like a space, a craft
There's
in
no
orbit. They have
hackers
no
trying to
idea.
break in.
Right.
It's a cyber attack.
Yeah. They're getting a
Yeah, their website
DDoS and they
crashed.
don't know where from.
Yeah, they don't know where. Yeah. Dowsing time.
So,
It's a Trojan horse.
Yeah.
It's a-
Unlock the gate.
well,
Okay.
all right.
It's not
you
a
heard
com-
him. I just hit the button.
Okay, Brian, I have
Uh,
a couple questions on the map here
Yeah.
before we proceed. Looking at this first level, where is the primary entrance?
Yeah. So first, level 1, the entrance is. There's going to be, again, it's an elevator that's going down to each of these levels. The elevator access here is going to put you out there.
Where's
Oh.
the elevator access? Okay.
Right here.
Elevator access is by the mess hall on the first level.
Mm-hmm. And then
where's the-
going down, just to give you your bearings, on the second level, that elevator dumps out here, kind of right in the
I
middle.
see the elevator there. Yep.
Oh, where? I didn't
And
see it.
then-
Sorry.
It's labeled elevator. It's by the storage
Yeah.
Yep.
files.
Which,
Okay.
yeah, on the level 1, you can just ignore the fact that I had to flip this map to make it spatially appropriate.
That's fine.
because all the words are upside down. And then, and on the bottom level, I know it says elevator on all of these things, but the only real elevator is here,
Okay.
and that's the hangar.
And then where is the actual door that we walk in from outside?
It's
That-
not on this, and
Okay.
so it's really just, and I mean, it probably should have been on this, but really it's just like an elevator room. Like you walk in, and then there's just immediately like
The vestibule.
an
yeah.
elevator.
Okay, and then
Right,
that elevator
right,
takes us
exactly.
down to this command level, this command center,
Level 1.
Mhm.
level 1.
Yeah, and by the schematics, this looks like an observation deck
Hmm.
that
Okay,
overlooks
look
the
over on the next 2 level, or the level below.
right.
Okay.
So you said the gate is open?
I was saying as soon as Lom like looked at me and said, "Open the gate," yeah, I hit whatever button looked like the gate button.
All right, here's an out of question, then I'm out of
Out of question.
question. Are we supposed to be coming in on the swoops, or are we just walking in with you? That one I forgot to ask. Like, are we riding in?
You would have discussed it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to suggest.
If we
So-
ride in, we're just gonna blow the cover that we've just gained. So I feel like
I would say
We
maybe
need to-
push the bikes up to the gate. If the cameras are looped, they aren't going to see you pushing them up
Yeah.
there if you're kind of come at it the way we did.
Yeah, we give you a couple comm
yeah, but
beeps.
there are some droids walking the perimeter. So I don't
Well,
know
they're
how.
inside the fence, though.
Yeah, but they could still probably see out, right?
You can probably do
Yeah,
it. Well, it is
it's
dark.
basically
Well, they are
right.
droids.
Yeah, so their vision is going to be obstructed by that, and it's, obviously the energy field is going to kind of mess with their ability to adjust their vision to outside the fence. But it is not like an opaque surface. It's bands like in that picture that you saw, so they can see through it, but not perfectly.
Yeah, I'd say that's your call, Zo. We're
I guess leave the bikes behind.
calm,
And just run up to
silent.
us.
Yeah, but were there any bikes? Like, is there any vehicles on site, on property?
That's a great question.
Sounds like there's a hangar.
That's a question for Brian. Or is that somewhere not invisible, right? Like, that's not visible right now.
There was nothing like that outside. Not that there couldn't be, because there's definitely a yard. It's not huge, but it's big enough for something like vehicles that for instance, if they're receiving some sort of shipment, there would be enough space for vehicles to come in there and do
Okay,
that.
but there's nothing there right now that we can see.
Right.
All right. I guess let's push the bikes up. What do you think, Huff?
Yeah, you and I, we could each push one and leave
Yeah.
one behind.
Yeah.
I'm
We could do
watching
that.
y'all from the security booth.
Yeah.
As they're doing this, you get a message over the intercom in the building, and they say, and you just hear a voice that calls out, "Attention! Please lock down systems. Be aware that there has been attempts to access the computer systems at this base."
I look at TK.
Okay. We'll lock it down.
Do we
I mean, should
do we
we
need to
respond
respond? Yeah, I was about to say, do we need to respond? They won't like my accent. I don't think Trandoshan accent.
Yeah.
They
I'm
didn't
guessing
ask
not.
for a response. They don't necessarily. They're basically just saying, "Be on alert," because
Gotcha.
again, they don't know that it's coming from where you are.
They sent out a company-wide email.
Yeah.
Don't open attachment.
Get the memo.
Just be aware.
What kind of droids are the security droids?
So it's. Let me see if I can find a picture. It's basically. They're not like.
Are there any LOM class droids?
They're
Are they
not
like-
LOM class.
Assassin
They're kind of
droid.
more. No, they're not anything that.
Protocol.
They're just like
Intense.
security droids, like regular security
Right.
That's
droids.
fine.
Okay.
I don't need to see
Right.
him. Can
Okay.
can you guys take these guards uniforms?
Well, I don't know. Y'all want to get naked?
It's not really a question of
I
what they
don't think
want to
we
do.
Give them a choice. You're the man
I
with
just
the
smile.
guns.
I'm pointing my gun at them. I ask them that with a big smile, with all the teeth that a Trandoshan has. Y'all
What
want to get
size
naked?
you wear,
Also,
boy?
by the way, one of them's wearing
What's
fuzzy
your,
handcuffs. So
what's your waist?
Yeah, you are gonna have to maneuver around the handcuffs to do that. So you know,
all right, that's too much. Stun setting. I shoot both of them
I was gonna say you can knock them out and then
or knock them out. Yeah,
take their
right. Stun.
Right.
The stun isn't that loud, is it? Like, would I know that stun?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. I mean,
It's
right.
that blue circle, right? The circle laser that they
Yeah.
use.
It's not gonna. No, yeah, people from outside the building aren't gonna hear it.
Yeah. Sorry about this, y'all. Pew, pew. They're done. They're knocked out.
Easy enough. Easy enough.
I take my.
Brian, on the map of the security building, were there crates?
There were, yeah.
Can we check those crates and just see if there's anything of value in those or useful?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you open it. It's nothing particular. There's not really much in them. They just appear to be. They're pretty empty. It's kind of just generic, like electronic equipment and stuff. Nothing that you would be able to like use.
Okay.
Is there a brig or somewhere they could be dressed up as guards and be like, I think we found the culprit and we're gonna escort him to the brig?
I don't.
So there's not a
I don't see anything
dedicated
on the map.
rig here. There are storage rooms that could probably be repurposed for that.
But he's
But
just
there's
saying that he wants to like.
Says it's full.
Like
Just
pretend that you're bringing somebody in.
Pretend.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing like that there, but I mean, you could always try the ruse anyway.
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, these guys aren't wearing like masks or anything, right? I mean, I'd be concerned that they would recognize their coworkers
Yeah.
if we brought them in.
I say we shove them in one of these crates and they'll be out for a little bit. I think we'll be good. I think we just got to sneak in.
Yeah, I mean, Lom, you've set us up.
That's fine.
You've set us up well with this looped camera and stuff. I think we're just gonna have to keep stealthing.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I give the 3 beeps on the comm, which Zo and Huff know that all's good. As you see the gate go down.
All right, we're proceeding forward.
Going into the base now.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna bring you back over here, and recall that there is that you saw 2 security droids patrolling around in here. So
Now
I'll
from the.
say with.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say from the windows would inside the building would be able to like time.
Yes, that's what I was exactly. Yeah, you're gonna be so you're still gonna if you're trying to stealth by them and not engage them, you're still gonna have to make that check, but it's gonna be easier.
Yeah. Oh, I like this top
So-
down. That looks cool. The antenna there.
All right, we're moving
Let's
in.
go.
This is the Zo and Huff
All
show
right.
now.
So everybody now with the group's help from the gatehouse itself, you're going to get a boost die, and I'll add that to the pool, and it's just going to be an average stealth check at this point. So 2 purple
All right.
to try to sneak by these droids and time it at the perfect moment. All right, everybody.
And
go
that's
ahead
all
and
of us,
roll.
right?
Everybody that's going in. Nice.
Oh, where'd my stealth go? There it is. All right, let's do it. No!
Ooh.
Stub my toe! Ow.
Ooh.
All right, nice.
that everybody?
I don't think we
6'9".
got 6'9".
Oh, long. Yeah, 6'9".
What?
Stealth.
Assuming he's
You got
coming
a,
with us.
you got a stealth. Assuming you're going in and not staying in the booth.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well,
Hopefully that
Noisy
cancels out
buzz.
I
mine.
mean, with a total of hold on, 1, 5, 10, 14, 16, with a total of 16 advantages.
We are a stealthy
I'll
group
say
here.
that I'll say that with the single failure of the group, Qesskk kind of coughs as he's trying to you stub your toe and you kind of make like this animal growling noise, but it doesn't alert the guards to, again, they hear it, but by the time they try to check it out, you guys have made it inside the building.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't wear shoes, so it's a little easy for me to stub a toe.
Yeah, so you enter. It's really just a very small vestibule with a single elevator.
Well,
No time like the present. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Heading down.
Yeah, I got my blaster drawn.
let's go.
Okay, which level are you guys going to?
That is a great
Based
question.
on the map. All right, so based on my reading of the
Yeah.
map, I doubt.
I'll put you back on the schematic.
Hey,
Does
Level
this go
1.
down or up? These levels.
It goes down.
Levels
yeah.
or
So level 1 is the first. Second
one
level
is
is
the command center
third
I
level
guess
is
it
the
does
most
better.
bottom.
or conference room stuff like that. I don't think that's where they're going to store it. It's our best bet is probably level 2. Security, operations, stuff like that.
Now,
What's level 3? A cargo hold?
It's
It's
like
a
a
hangar.
hangar.
Hangar. Okay.
I think
mean,
it might be level
That
3.
could also be. It depends on whether they've moved it into use or if they just have it in storage.
Is this kind of like a ping thing, or like do we know if we're getting hot cold, or how do we know?
Yeah,
Or
the
we just-
tracker.
Yeah, so it's right. Yeah, so it's more of a it's not like a precise locator, but it is more of a ping.
they had them in the Mandalorian. Those little red dots. Beep 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 beep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that, but you're not going to have to listen to the beep sounds. Like it's right. Yeah, I guess
Alright.
that's
This is
more
why
of
the
a hot
elevator
cold
seems
kind
to
of thing.
clicks more.
Do we think we should go all the way to the bottom and then come back up if we think pings are above us?
I think
Or
so.
Okay.
Or level by level, I guess. Maybe we clear it out. See what's
But I
what.
think that first level is not where it's going to be. In the
Yeah,
command.
nah.
Yeah,
Wait, is there a potential spot in the second level? There's storage.
There's storage areas, and there's the operations center. There's the security center.
Let's get that operations center. Get 6-9 on them computers, man.
and there's some showers. God knows Zoe needs one.
I mean, there's environmental controls on the second level.
There's a med lab.
Yeah.
So if we get hurt, we can get healed.
I thought you said meth lab.
Come on, this isn't
And
South Florida. Come on now.
it's slicing equipment. There's also an uplink control on the second level.
You all make the call. I got.
Yeah, you guys go.
I
Make
got my
the call. TK, make the call, man.
I mean,
No one's gonna disagree. Just
Yeah,
make
okay.
it.
You just have to press one of the buttons in the elevator.
Level 2 is where we're headed. I think that's the bet.
Level 2. Okay. Yeah.
It goes open.
As you guys stand there discussing, and the elevator doors just keep going. Clunk, clunk. Yeah, so you press
Waiting
level
for
2
us.
button. All right.
Blaster ready.
All right. Going to level 2. Level 2. Okay. So the elevator makes its way down, and your ping device does start to pick up as you're going down, and you feel like you're probably well, you're obviously headed in the right direction because it's all, no matter what, it's going to be down. But as you approach level 2, it does keep growing stronger, and so make it to level 2.
Oh, there we go.
Which is here. And again, the elevator dumps you out here. Oh, hold on. It dumps you out here. Right.
Like in the center, kind of? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom in.
I'll stick my head out first. Look left and right. Just
Okay.
just
Go
my
ahead
head.
and make a perception check. Hang on. Let me set your pool. It's just going to be average, so just 2 purple. Go ahead. Oof.
All right.
You don't hear or see anything, and you say, "Looks like the coast is clear, guys."
Yeah, let's move. And I motion to the right to move, for us to move.
Where's this way?
That way?
Yeah.
Okay. Are
I'm sure you
you
did a
trying
good
to be
job checking
quiet?
left now.
Are you trying to be quiet, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay? So everybody, go
Where are we
ahead.
going?
And... Yeah, that's a good question.
Storage.
Yeah, let's head toward the storage that's behind us, basically.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So down this hall is what I was thinking, and then and checking out storage.
Yeah, and again, you do have the device, and so as you move, it'll give you a sense of whether you're getting closer or farther away.
So just stealth.
All right, so everybody's going to need to make another stealth check. Let me set your pool.
How hard is the stealth?
This is going to be 3
Oh.
purple.
I'm going to post up, like, right here in the elevator, keeping it open and looking
Okay.
to the...
Do you want to make a perception check too?
Yeah, I'm going to make a perception check. I'm going to kind of stay with my foot on
Are
the elevator.
you looking, listening?
Yeah, I'm looking to the left because they all went to the right. I'm looking, listening, kind of focus on the
Well,
left.
that should have been.
down.
It would have only been 2, so it would have just been 2 success. You said you're looking.
Yeah, like looking, holding ready, like at the elevator, just like waiting.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're looking, you look to your left and you see a security droid coming around the corner, kind of walking up towards the command area.
Oh, with his back to us?
Yeah, he's not direct.
walking
It doesn't
away
look
from
like
us?
he's turning right now. It looks like he's kind of just patrolling at this point. He's walking towards this area.
All right, Huff, let us know when he gets close.
Well, I'm going to do that. Like, I'm at the elevator holding. There's a droid. He's walking to the operations terminal.
All right, and everybody who's stealthing to storage, go ahead and make your checks.
I'm gonna stay back with Huff.
Nice.
And I already rolled my stealth with the 3 purple, and it was a fail with 4 advantages.
Okay.
Hey, Brian, sorry to interrupt. Could you drop our tokens on here?
Good point. Yeah. All right. So, TK.
TK, you've gained a lot of weight, man.
Living on the street.
That TK token is totally
God, you
ripped
all
off
are-
from like a real actor, and I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
Ian Somerhalder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's his name?
Ian Somerhalder.
Yeah,
was
that
on
dude.
Lost
That's
and
a-
Vampire
Yeah,
Diaries.
dude, that's
Oh,
a guy, dude. He's like a real person. I was like, they used someone.
God, I got such an underbite.
And then, did I get
what
Huff?
was the character's name? It was the brother and stepsister.
Yeah, it's the guy from Firefly, right?
Josh
I
looks
can't
like
remember-
a butthead. Or
What
Beavis.
was his name?
Like Beavis. I'm a lizard Beavis.
Lizard Beavis.
He was Boone. He was Boone. Boone in
Boone.
Lost. Boone.
Wasn't he the first one that died?
Yeah, he's one of the first ones that died, I think.
I'm
All
the
right.
Great Snake
Probably
Holio.
one of the.
Sorry, guys. Spoiler alert. I just
Boone
ruined
dies.
Lost for you. If you haven't watched
Oh,
it,
no.
it came out
No,
in like 2004.
Charlie died first. Wasn't Charlie the
No,
first?
Charlie didn't die first. Charlie
Oh,
was
Charlie
Charlie
was
was like
like-
third.
Did
disease.
any of them
What
really
was the
die?
song that they made too,
Dude.
Charlie?
I feel like Boone died in like season 1 or 2.
He did. Yeah, it was either him or his sister that died first. Stepsister, whatever she was.
There's an ex Saint or Flagler theater professor that was on that show.
You all,
Peter
everybody. You
In her
all,
grief, she hooked
everybody.
up with Saeed.
Charlie song.
Drive shaft, bro.
Okay, so boy, all right, you got Lom and TK stealthed fine. Qesskk did not.
Again, Qesskk.
I'm not the quietest.
Yeah.
He's just kind of lumbering around. Dum,
Yeah.
dum,
A
dum.
lot of advantages, so it's like
Yeah.
not like I'm not trying.
Right. Here's
Hey, A for effort,
Here.
Qesskk. A for effort.
all right. Well, go ahead and the two of you who succeeded, go ahead and move yourselves to where you're going. All right, and as you rounded the corner, you noticed what Qesskk unfortunately failed to, which is that there's a droid here, like right outside of your elevator bank, but he's walking this way. So he didn't see you, but as Qesskk tries to go around that, you guys, so 6ix9ine and TK managed to make it to the storage place, but I'll say as 6ix9ine is rounding the corner, he hits his foot on the door frame, and at the same time, Qesskk is making a lot of noise. And so as Qesskk is trying to get around the corner, the droid stops.
Can I back into the elevator? Do I have a chance to do that? Is it like one of those situations?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's not like rapidly turning around, but
Right,
it stops and then it's starting to turn.
Yeah, I kind of back into the elevator real quick, weapon at the ready.
Okay.
Is the thing in here?
I was gonna say, do we have the? I assume 6ix9ine or myself has the ping, right? The tracker.
Right. Yeah. So the ping has gotten stronger, but it's not in that room.
Bloop, bloop.
You've moved closer, but it's not in that room.
Bloop, bloop.
All right.
Let's
and
try and
so-
cross from the environmental control room.
Which one is that?
It's the room across
Directly.
the hall from us. Yeah.
Okay. The ping is about the same here. It's not in there either.
Ooh, we might not be on the right floor.
Yeah, it might be below us.
After like 15 seconds, however many
Yeah,
actions that
so
is
you
for everyone
guys-
else,
you
I'll
three-
make it
if
another
you
try.
Yeah, if you three are actually before you do that, I think all three of you are gonna have to make a stealth check just to stay super quiet and not draw its attention. It's gonna be 2 purple because you're not moving; you're just trying to be quiet.
We good?
Go ahead.
3 successes.
Zo's good. Huff's good.
Here comes the Qesskk.
Come on, Qesskk.
Oh, is it me too? Okay, yep.
Go on, Qesskk.
Yeah, you
There we
gotta
go.
do it too.
Here we go. I got this. Come on, like a snake.
There you go.
Hey!
Okay. All right.
All right.
So
I
Yeah,
turn around the
you-
corner and I see that he's not looking my way. He's like he had just maybe turned around and is continuing his
Right.
walk down the hallway. And I
Yep.
just I slide right over and see that they're
well,
in
that
the
was stealth was just to make the quiet, just to be quiet and not
Oh, okay.
make it.
We're in the
comfortable for
elevator.
you. So
Gotcha.
you're gonna have to make another one to get past it
Okay, yeah, because I want
if
to.
you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to move, you're gonna have to make another one. But
Yeah.
it paused. You paused. You held your breath. You were super quiet. You guys didn't draw its attention, and so then you hear it clink.
All right, I'm gonna try to move just across the hallway. Then I'm not gonna follow. I know that they went that way, so maybe they'll find something. But I'm gonna go right here with a stealth. Come on now.
Okay.
But you won't know anything. You're just walking around. You don't have the
Oh,
be-
right. Then I do want to follow you guys. You're right. I'm following you then. True.
Right. And yeah,
Why
I'm
don't you
assuming
just
one of the
Why
two
don't
of
you just
that-
wait here? What, dude? Why don't you just wait
Why
here?
don't you just keep your noisy ass put?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
too
don't
bad.
risk any more
Already
rolls.
Already did.
We already rolled.
I already rolled, and I got a success.
Okay, well there you go.
Because I want to make sure my dudes are safe.
Yeah, well, so do
Sure.
we. But
I look over to Zoe as we're crouching. I'm like,
I'm not
that
smart.
lizard sure likes to scamper around.
My
Scamper
other
is
is we're
that a
probably
word?
going right back to the elevator.
Yeah.
Check.
All right, Brian, is there access with this from this environmental control room? Can we get into this ductwork?
ooh,
So it's not. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you'd be able to get in there from there.
All right,
So
can
like
I
going from the circulation fan to the other side to the mid.
past the files and uplink room and the quarantine and just see if like the ping increases as I go?
Yeah, I'll give him the pinger because I'm not letting this fucking lizard beast, and I'm probably gonna make a lot of noise. Be having a
I'll
metal
try and
chassis.
stealthily crawl my way into this ductwork.
Okay. And yep, you can do that, and you'll
stealthily climb into ductwork.
It'll only make that
Cool.
sheet metal sound a little.
Brum, 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 brum.
Hopefully, it's gonna
Those
drop
air
tile
vents.
ceiling that I fall through into the room in a crash. This will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can get into the room with the circulation fan. There's nobody in there, so you can get in there. And I'll say, as you're doing that, Zoe and Huff, you'll see this droid that's patrolling has made its way over here, and it's starting to come back
Okay.
that way.
I'm gonna kind of stay.
Whereas the droid down here is making its way down here.
Gotcha. All right. So he's moving right to left across, or what?
Right. Yeah. So it doesn't look like it's turning toward you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold, but I'll keep trained and watch him leave.
Hold.
Yeah, same. Hold.
Man, there's quarantine
All right.
even in Star Wars.
Aiming in case there's something or whatever it is.
All right, and I will say, if you're trying to make through the duct work, it's going to be hard. So it's going to be 3 purple because you're, trying to be quiet while squeezing through all this. Squeeze through the duct work. So 3 purple, just to give you
All right.
a heads up of what you're rolling
I'll
against.
just look at 6-9 and Qesskk, I guess, and be like, "You guys think this is a good idea?"
Not. I don't know. You got the beeper thing.
I mean, do you think it's a good idea to try and go through the ducts?
If you think the slicing equipment's through the ducts, sure.
I'm just trying to check the rest of this floor without actually walking around and drawing the attention of those droids.
I don't think it's on this floor.
All right.
As you move into the circulation room, it does ping slightly more.
Well,
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess I'm crawling through the ductwork to see what I can see.
I like how that you ask us, and then you're like, "Fuck you guys," and then you just crawl in.
Oh, I mean, as I'm going, if I'm
I love
walking in
it.
there, after you guys, and then it pings, I'm just like, all right, well, whatever.
Yes.
Never mind. Okay. 3
All right.
purple, you said, Brian?
Yep, you're ready to go. Yep, 3 purple.
Well, I'm not letting you go there
Oh.
alone.
God damn it.
Oh shit! All right.
Did he use the
So you
light
make
touch?
your way through. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I went to
So you're
follow.
starting to make your way through the duct, and unfortunately, it's a flimsier metal than you were expecting. So every move you make is just like that sound of aluminum buckling,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're like, God damn it, Dank Farrik. And yeah, you get the sense that you're not being quiet, but you don't hear like shouting or anything.
How's the ping?
Where are you?
Let's say I've made it can I have made it to the corner of this ductwork at least?
Yeah. It's about equal to where when you were in the circulation fan room.
Is it going to be another check to try and go toward the uplink? I mean, I don't know. I don't know at what point this is a sunk cost here.
Right. I will say that with... Wait, what did you... You rolled 2 advantage with it, so... I'll say you know you're being loud and would assume that somebody may have heard you and be a little bit on higher alert. So you can do it, but you're concerned that you may have not necessarily been discovered, like they're, oh, he's in the ducts, but you know, you're concerned that if you continue on, they could be aware of where you're gonna be.
You said it was stronger in the environmental control, and now it's about the same? Or stronger when we were in the...
Well, no,
So
it
it
got
got
stronger when
as
you
you entered the circulation fan room.
and then you moved laterally to your right, and it stayed the same.
Correct.
I'm looking at this fan. Does it look like I could sabotage this fan? Well, because I hear him making too much noise, and now I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna, and thinking like I'm just gonna stop the fan. I want to draw someone in here, is what, if he's making
you
noise.
You could jam something in there, and yeah, I'd probably
Yeah.
make a ruckus. You don't know whether it would break the fan or not. It depends on what you try to disrupt it with.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to do that.
I mean,
with.
there's control, like where the environmental control room would actually shut it off, you would assume, or adjust it, whatever. But
Okay.
in terms of mechanically disrupting it, you could, yeah. I mean, it's just a spinning fan. You could.
I had the
could
thought.
mess it
I
up
was
if
about
you
to
wanted
shoot
to.
it, and then I was like, nah. I just want to shoot some.
All right, I'm just going to back out as best I can out of this ductwork. I don't think this is going where we want it to.
Okay. I won't make you roll again. You already failed the initial check, and you're not trying to make it farther. So
6'9". You thought it might be down a level or up a level, or you thinking it might still be on this level? You said.
Yeah.
Seems like the kind
Zo,
of thing in the hangar.
Zo, make a perception check for me. Let me set your dice pool. And actually, Huff too. You're right there. Both of you guys make perception checks. Go ahead.
Ready?
Yep.
What is it, 2 purple?
It's two purple, just average.
Not good for me, but good for him.
Huff's all right though. All right, so Huff, as they're doing their thing, you kind of hear like the rumbling of TK moving around in the ductwork, and then you see this droid that you had seen before start to walk kind of more quickly in this direction, and you hear some discussion, but you can't quite make out what they're saying. You see him walk, you see that droid walk with purpose in that direction and then say something.
I'm kind of still crouched. I'm with my gun drawn. So, I think that droid is going to trip the alarm. We're making too much noise in here.
Should we take him out?
There's
And
that
as
one.
you're talking, you hear clink, clink.
There's one
clink
to the
as
left.
This other
and
one
to
is
the
walking
right.
in this direction toward the elevator. Not
All right,
toward the elevator, but like back down the hall.
Fuck it, I'm gonna run up here and try and like get to cover so it doesn't see me before this guy is able to come across.
Okay, and just these are bathrooms too, so that's another option if you're just trying to hide. I don't know
No,
if you're trying to get a view, but
I want to potentially take this guy out if he's going to set the alarm.
Yeah, and
Okay.
kind of knowing Zoe and like his tactics, as I see him move, I know this other one's here, so I'm gonna uh, aim and be ready for this one coming here, but also kind of keeping a track with Zoe too. Keep an eye on
All
him.
right. So Zoe, as you approach that area, I'll say you don't get out of that hallway before you notice there's a bunch of dudes there.
Nice.
A bunch of guys set up kind of just at stations working.
Okay.
And you see the droid appearing to talk to one of them. Or really just general. You don't really know if he's talking to one in particular or just the group in general. But you see that, I'd say, probably as you're coming around the corner here. So you can choose whether to move forward or not.
Yeah,
I'll before you run out in the open.
Yeah, I don't want to run in the open. I was looking to duck. I'll go across into the bathroom then. Let's just see it. So I duck into the what do they call it? The
Refresher.
Head.
yeah, is it the refresher? They called
Yeah.
it something funny. All right.
And Huff, what are you doing?
I know Zoe went that way, so I'm kind of looking this direction. Where's the line tool?
You're backed into the elevator,
Yeah,
or are you okay?
and I'm kind of like I'm in the elevator, but I know Zoe went towards the other way, so I'm kind of eyeballing the right side.
Right. Okay. Well, it's basically just coming down this way, and assuming you're attempting to stay out of line of sight, that's easy enough to do because you can hide within the elevator. And although you're starting to get the sense of, wait a minute, I'm in an elevator. If somebody calls this thing, I'm going to be stuck in here.
Yeah. I'm going to then. Man, why am I clicking that tool thing? How do I undo this?
Brian might need to do it.
All right. If he's doing that, I'm on the one click on the thing, the comm link. I'm going to give one hard click so they know that someone is coming. Hopefully.
Means like heads up. One click means heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah, assuming you guys came up with your own
Little code.
codes.
Yeah, for numbers of people.
Yeah, again, I think we had a lot of time on that ship on that 2-day travel.
Yeah, you would have. Okay. You guys staying put, or are you trying to
I'm waiting for ambush.
see anything going on?
Yeah, I'm seeing if it's coming this way. I'm looking through this door here. But like just
Okay.
peeking, just my head's around the corner, just making sure that this, as soon as I see him, if I can hear him, but
Yeah, and there's a door here, so you having that open, or have you shut that?
does it automatically shut? Is it like one of the?
I would say it's one of those kind of things.
Okay, then it's closed then. Yeah, I'm just chilling out then.
So you just hear clink, 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 clink. It's getting closer and then getting farther away.
Brian, how sensitive is this ping device? Like, if I hold it near the ceiling and down to the floor, does it make any difference in the ping level of it?
Why don't you make a perception check? You're trying to see if it changes if you hold it high versus low.
Yeah, the closer I get to the floor, does it
Okay.
change it any?
Well, you're technically higher up in the ceiling, right? Or have you hopped down now?
I think he's out.
I'm back in the fan room now.
Well, you would have noticed, though, I imagine. Right?
Right. Yeah. So either way, just make if you're trying to discern whether it's
fun.
changing as you move higher or lower, go ahead and you can make that check now.
Yeah, I kind of figured the ducks were just on ground level.
With success in the threat.
It doesn't sound noticeably different to you, holding it higher versus lower.
So maybe it is over here. Oh, shit. I just realized we got this thing just staring at us up in uplink control. That looks like a device.
I mean, that's what I was trying to crawl toward in the ducts, but it didn't seem worth alerting the whole base to try and crawl down there.
Yeah, that purple thing.
It didn't get any stronger, he said, from this room. As I got closer to that, it didn't get stronger, so...
Mm-hmm. Well...
I mean, they could put it anywhere. I mean, it doesn't have to be...
I gotta admit, y'all, I don't like all this sneaking around. It makes me feel not right.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. We're not ready for a frontal assault on this base.
I am. I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Full frontal.
I mean, 6'9", what do you think? Down?
What are my options?
Continue to search this level, or try and get back to the elevator and go down a level.
I think it's a different level.
I mean, I'm willing to go with that at this point. It didn't seem to get stronger in the noisy duct, so...
I think a hangar is where they're gonna have stored this thing.
Yeah, that's where they drop it off at first, at least, if they're not using it. Otherwise, it's up in the operations center.
I'm inclined to agree with that. Probably not in quarantine or the med lab, so...
I would like to check out that med lab, but back to the elevator it is then, if 6'9" and you say so.
I think that's the safer bet.
All right, I'll go first. I open up the door. Sweet.
Okay. Make
let's
a
just let him-
perception.
Let him go by himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a death wish.
Make a
Oh,
perception
sorry.
check,
Was that too
Glenn.
early? Okay, no.
Did you get it? No, you got it.
Perception. I failed with an advantage.
You hear footsteps, but you don't know exactly which direction they're moving.
All right. Yep. I move out into the hallway, back against this wall. Kind of
Then you see clink,
poke my...
clink,
Oh, shit.
Nice.
clink.
Take him out, dude. I'd fucking rock him, dude.
Yeah.
Just step up before he can even do anything.
Yeah, I'll say you can get a surprise round if you want to, because by that point you know he's coming.
Okay, yeah. I step out and give him some southern hospitality.
The short range is just one purple.
And I have
Go
a
ahead.
combat skill. This, oh shit! Let me get to my combat thing. What is it? Makes short range different. All right, I'm gonna move right up to him, like point. I'm like, as soon as he comes around the hallway, if you'll let me, I'll get point blank range with him. Like
Okay.
immediately, and just like one right under the chin. My blaster right under his chin, just.
Yeah, so you realize you come out the door thinking this is as good a time as any, and you realize only too late that he's about to be right on top of you, but you're
Right.
still
Like, oh fuck.
at the corner here, and so then you make the decision to just, all right, fuck it, I'm at least gonna get the jump on him.
And I get 1 damage per rank of point blank damage. All right, so I get 1. So per rank, so I get 1 extra damage on this hit of a.
Okay.
I use my E5 blaster carbine. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, to kind of even confuse him more. I'm like, excuse me, and then just right up under.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a 10 damage with 3 critical.
So 10 damage. Yeah, that's actually okay. It's 9 plus 6, so it's 15.
15 plus 1 for my feature.
So 16. I mean, yeah, you obliterate this thing. You just
Pardon me.
you stick the blaster under the chin and just blast the head off.
And as he's like falling though, can I want to grab his body, so the only sound is of the blaster shot, not a falling body.
Now recording.
Okay. All right. Well, let's I think well it's midnight now, so we may need to call it here, but
Yeah. We'll
I
call it on
think
Pardon Me.
we'll call it with everybody. Let's everybody roll initiative at least and see where we are.
Do we know if like anybody else has been alerted? I'm sure that blaster fire.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm sure that's
You
echoing
would
through
guess
there.
that somebody heard.
Like,
You've
we
already
heard it,
seen-
right?
So
Yeah.
It's
And it's
it's a stormtrooper rifle.
right. It's the droid rifle, the E5 blaster
I
from
gotta-
like the
I think it's
prequels.
Still gotta. Well, that
This
didn't
is
matter.
Vigilance?
Let me take off the.
No, this
Yeah,
would
this will
be.
be
No, I would make myself prepared, right? Or no? Because
Yeah, I'd say for those of you that were just, I probably all of you were keeping just kind of at the ready, so you can
High
roll
alert.
cool.
or I guess vigilance works too if we were like not expecting a gunshot or a blaster
Right.
fire.
You can make. I'll say you can make the call depending on what your character was doing at the time.
Yeah, I feel like-
because certainly some of you were ready for like
Yeah.
bracing
Yeah,
for.
I would say it makes sense for Zo and Huff to be cool, but I'm in there thinking about where this thing is and hear him shoot that.
Oh shit!
You just see me step out, and then you hear a shot.
Yeah, not exactly the stealthy retreat to the elevator I was hoping for.
Granted, you did hear me go, "Pardon me."
Yeah.
All right, and this thing is dead. So let me just note that for next time. And then we'll get the initiative tracker on here. And yes, you would assume that with that blaster, like, they know a blaster was fired. They don't know why.
For sure. Everyone on this floor.
Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Those
So,
prequel drone blasters, they were pretty loud.
all right, I'm gonna roll for my
Yeah, what do I have on this thing? I got just a weapon sling and a filed sight. So,
All right, so we're good. Should we? Are
Yeah,
we
well, let
good
me get the.
Oh, you want all the?
Whoa!
Yeah, I want my
security
my
droid
Damn.
knows what's up. He knew
Shit.
exactly what that was because as soon as he heard that, he noticed that one of the droids went offline.
Wow. Good thing he killed one of them anyway.
I can't believe how much damage I did.
Yeah, you did a shitload of damage. I mean,
I like
it
that
would have taken
feature.
10 to take it out in one hit, and you just you shot over that. All right, and then these other guys. Let me roll theirs, and then we'll get it set, and then we'll call it a night with you guys sending the base on red alert.
Oh, I wish I had that alarm to play for all of us.
So we go out with a bang.
The imp alarm.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull up the tracker, and you guys can just tell me what you have. Hang on, I gotta.
Oh, we got some good initiative. A lot of successes.
They're all. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
All right.
But not as good as that droid.
Good thing he's far away.
All right.
Oh, but he's around a
So-
bunch of people. Shit.
So we got a 2-0 for a PC. We got a 1-1 for a PC. Another 1-1 for a PC.
1-2.
Got a
1-2 for
1-2
PC.
for a PC. Oh, that should be 1-1, and then a 2-0,
2-0, yep, PC.
and then NPCs are on 5-1. and
2-2.
2-2. Okay. All right. Now let me get it organized. NPC.
This was a lot of fun, Brian. Cool maps.
Oh man, both NPCs are
Yeah.
first.
Actually, not good
Wow,
for us.
guys. All right, so we're in for a scuffle next
Nice.
time, I think.
All right, cool.
That hacking stuff was
Okay,
pretty
yeah.
cool. The whole
Yeah,
6-9.
sweet.
Yeah, I figured I saw that I was looking at the slicer addition to the special modifications, and it just adds a whole other layer to it, which I think is cool and useful.
Yeah.
To have those
Yeah.
things, and there's like you didn't get into it too much. You did with the trace user stuff, but like there's full on like computer battles, like trying to kick each other out of the system and shut down the system entirely, and find each other, find where you are, and there's a lot of opportunity for cool stuff.
You gotta narrate it in like hacker speak though.
Like the Critical Role ads.
Yeah,
Where they
like
do like was it NordVPN when they're
Yeah.
Yes. Hacker man.
They're pretty funny.
Also, I like all your little sysadmin tokens. These little neckbeard guys. They look big though.
Yeah.
They look like they could fuck you up, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're kind of armchair warriors, but you know they're from the streets. They've got some meanness. All right, guys.
thanks for the game,
Well,
man.
good game.
Cool.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
guys. So everyone,
Thanks,
thanks everyone on
Brian.
Twitch for watching us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we'll
Give us
we'll
a
do
like,
10
subscribe,
experience
follow,
minutes with your-
whatever it is.
Yeah, show us some love. So 10 experience. We're right in the middle of something, so we'll go with
So
10.
10.
And
Okay,
so we,
10.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
so from last game we got 20, right? Or no?
No, 15.
Yeah,
It was 15 from
I think,
last.
last time.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
I didn't write it down properly, so
How many
15 from last and 10 from this one. Cool.
Nice.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys.
cool. Well done, Brian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. See you guys.
Good game. Have a
Yeah.
good night, y'all.
Thanks. See ya.
And thanks for joining us, all 6 viewers.
Wow, sick.
We had
Hey,
up
that's
to
pretty good.
up to 8 tonight.
Wow.
I'm not on there, so
And
somebody's
Yeah, I
watching.
didn't log in, so somebody's watching us. Yeah.
cheers to you all.
Yeah, cheers.
Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next
See ya.
Tuesday.